What is up, everybody? Welcome to the NXT Watch Along. Today, it's the Go Home Show into Stand and Deliver. And do not mind me. I was almost late for today's stream, but almost. I said almost. I am not late, though. So I am thrilled. It is officially WrestleMania week. Let me get everything set up, guys. I haven't even had a chance to put in the NXT show, but it already started. So let me get the audio going for everybody. It's WrestleMania week, of it already, just with like everything content wise to do and preparations, leaving tomorrow for WrestleMania. So things have already gotten a little bit nuts here on my end, but I'm excited and we're doing this. And let me just open one more window and then I am good to roll.
Together.
I hope today's show is fun. I would hope so because it is the Go Home Show. Expecting quite a bit.
Live in Orlando, inside the WWE Performance Center, where tonight WrestleMania weekend dreams hang in the balance. Who heads to Las Vegas?
Alrighty, and now I'm all set up. Okay, guys, I'm good. I'm good. Woo, let's do this. Who's here? Who's excited? What's going on with everybody? What's up, the clown? We got Tremaine Young, Juan Carvajal, Arthur, Randall, Pike Bishop, Don, Tiger Claw, Henry, Charles, Stewart, Tiger Claw, again, Randall Scott, Joseph Boza. We got Devin Trahan, Bob Ross Jr., Ebony Prince, Maggie. We got Bill W. from New York, Matt Reichel, Taylor Cannon, Armand. We got Chris Holsinger, Ben Fossey. Let's see who else we got here. We got USA, Wayne, Matt Reichel, Jordy Griffin, King of Strong Style, Ryan Powell, Marvin Scott, Moneymaker Chris, Alexander Mayhem, Luis Arturo, the Brick Artist, ex-unpopular Ben Fossey, Johnny T, Tracy. We got Stephen Marchuli, King of Strong Style, Daryl, Arnold, Adriana, and Chief. Yo, I got through everybody. Mulder, Karenga Snowden. Okay, now I got to everybody. Oh my gosh, everyone. I'm already like, so I leave tomorrow to WrestleMania. And my to-do list at this moment is this freaking huge. So I'm just like feeling a little crazy right now, but I'm looking forward to today's show. I'm looking forward to seeing how much they get us excited for Stand and Deliver, and we'll see how that ends up going. Tiger Claw says, float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. I feel like I'm floating like a butterfly, and I currently don't feel like I'm stinging like a bee. I feel like I don't know. I feel like the Tasmanian devil right now. Just crazy. That's honestly the emotions that I have.
Superstar to gain pinfall submission will head to Las Vegas. Right now, things not looking very good for Alexis King. But I'm excited to have you out here, Ricky, because you and I agree. Ethan Page is very egotistical, but man,
I think this is the one, by the way. Let me put the volume up a little higher. It's a little low.
Goodness gracious. I've never met someone so brittle.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, Tiger Claw was referencing my shirt. I didn't even realize that. I forgot I had a butterfly on my shirt. Completely did not even realize it. So in regards to this match right now, we're getting the Fatal 4-Way to determine the number one contender for Ricky Starks, Ricky Stain. And I think we all know it's going to be Ethan Page. Anybody that's not Ethan Page would kind of feel kind of crazy. If they try to throw us like a swerve or a loophole or whatever, the only other person that I think would be a great fit would be Wesley. My picks would be Ethan Page S1, Wesley S2, Lexis King S3, and Eddie in 4. In terms of who I would want to see face Ricky Stain. Taylor Bridgman, thank you so much for kicking us off with the super chat for today. He says, Denise, just relax and enjoy tonight. Worry about the rest later. Yeah, I'm trying to take it step by step, but I really can't because I have a lot to do before I actually leave tomorrow, and so there's a lot of planning that goes into it. the packing of all my gear, the packing of all my clothes. That's easy. I don't even care about that. It's more so my gear that requires some thought and process, because I have gear for my camera, gear for my podcasting stuff. Everything kind of requires something a little different. Then I got to pack my laptop and things like that, and chargers and all of those things. That's what kind of makes things a little bit more hectic.
Trying to break the code of this match.
And
ticket to Vegas. Cover. Count.
Yeah, other than that, it'll be fine. I have a big interview tomorrow that I have to do before I fly out. So it's just kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy right now.
Let's go to agree with half of what I say here tonight. And I still got a long way to go.
Thank you so much, Stuart. Thank you.
It's
great advice. Taking everything step by step.
Trying to get King over. Precarious position for both superstars, but keep your eyes on Eddie.
Like Blue says, make a checklist. Oh, I've got too many, my friend. Too many already. I'll probably give you guys a sneak peek of my checklist later on today, because it's in the living room right now. So I'm going to have to run over there and get it at some point.
Someone who has certainly impressed you over the years.
We got Creighton Robson here. What's up, Creighton? We got Matt Reichel, because he hasn't traveled in over a year, but you're going to be in Las Vegas, right? If I recall, you said you are. JB says, can I assume there's no watch along for SmackDown? No watch along for SmackDown. As of right now, I am already booked for Friday, so no SmackDown watch along. Unless I like randomly decide to, then great. But as of right now, I'm not planning on it, only because I actually just got notified of another event that I have to attend Friday night. So Friday night, I have 2 events to attend, and they're back to back. So I need some time to like prepare and get ready for that. So that's the only reason why I'm saying no SmackDown watch along. But I'm still probably going to watch SmackDown, though, because obviously I need to know what's happening, or else I'm going to look a fool. That right, Gil says, yes, a little nervous. Don't be mad. You're going to have the best time. And Las Vegas is so fun. Just make sure to stay hydrated and stay, just hydrated.
Championship, which is now held by Ricky Saints, who's well on his way to possibly becoming the greatest.
What's up to Lou S, Joshua Bunk, we got Roland. Thank you so much for tuning in. Ryan Powell.
Lexus King lost into the
Nick Blues.
I like that they went towards Booker, Grace.
A bad skill right there, Wesley did.
Oh, but again, there's 4
and speaking of watch-alongs, though, and Las Vegas, I will definitely be here doing a WrestleMania watch-along. So don't miss out. I will be live that day. There goes Eddie Thorpe right into. Don't tell me they're gonna do a fatal 5-way.
And rightfully so. And look at
Don't tell me this is gonna lead to a fatal 5-way. Oh no, okay. Ricky Starks has been kicked out.
Ricky Saints just got tossed. Ethan Page knew exactly what he was doing.
I thought for a second they were just gonna call it DQ and be like, hey, this match is over. Let's do a 5-way or something. But no, that's not what they're doing. They're just kicking him out. One second. I'm waiting for that took forever. Waiting for the show to come back. What's up, Spike Hunter? He says DWO community WrestleMania week. I'm pumped. So am I, Spike. We got Sanjeev. What's up, Sanjeev? He says, hey, what's up? I really would like to see Ethan win this 4-way for the #1 contenders match, just to continue that feud with Ricky Saints. Amen, brother. I'm with you. We got Oral Russell. What's up, Oral? Thank you so much for tuning in, and please say hello to your mom. Thank you so much for the love, Oral. We also got Juan Ortega. We got Lord Roy. I just got your joke, Juan. The revolution is no longer television.
A man was thrown into him.
Oh, we got Lay Royalty who says, Lord, they just make up rules when they want. It's no DQ. They do make up rules as they go. What's up, Michelle Wagler, Super Pro, Trilla? We got Julius Calloway. Thank you to everybody that's in here, by the way. It seems like everybody's just excited about WrestleMania and excited about everything.
The #1 contender to the North American title.
Adriana says, can we please do Hangman, Denise? It's really fun. Oh, yeah. I'll make sure to do that during the commercial breaks whenever we don't have anything.
Look here. I've been in that same position before. What he did was he avoided the question. What he did was pivot. That's what he did. You feel me? That's what he did.
Well, Wesley missed last year's Stand and Deliver due to injury. He's trying
Hey, what's up, Blues Emojis and Mike Lewinsky? Thank you guys so much. Roland Bird says WrestleMania weekend's going to be insane. It really is, though. Like, not even lying to you. It really is. T5 Degrade says, whoop, whoop.
Fan of Wesley predating his time in NXT.
Hey, Scouter Boy, thank you so much for checking out the WrestleMania predictions video. For those of you who want or care about my WrestleMania predictions, those are up now on the channel. I did a podcast with Sean Ross Sapp. We reunited once again and did a video today. Very, very fun. Run down the card, run down the builds, a bunch of different stuff that we touch on. And you guys can check that all out here on the channel. That's up and alive.
Tag team titles this Saturday.
Thank you so much, Hassan, for the nice comments. We also got Stephen Marchuli here. Thank you so much for the super chat, Stephen. He says Saints versus King could be fun. Yeah, I'm still ranking them at number 3 in terms of who I would want to win this match. But I don't think it would be bad, though, if they did Saints versus Lexis King. But it doesn't feel like that's the direction they're going, though. I feel like anybody that's not Ethan Page will get people, like, riled up thinking, like, why did you guys not have Ethan Page win, you know? It would be kind of weird. But thank you so much, Stephen Marchuli, for the super chat.
Ethan Page,
we got, thank you so much, Don. So glad you enjoyed the video. What's up to Ian Cooley Poker? Thank you so much for tuning in. We got Jay Growls here who says Denise wants Eddie and Lexus double pin. Savage. What's up, Mike Lava? Lay Royalty says when I stop being broke, I'll start sending. You know what, Lay? I am rooting for you not to be broke, so hey man, more power to you, man. More power to you.
Page right now looking for a Boston Crab.
What's up, Tanisha Hicks? Thank you so much for tuning in again.
Tremendous amount of pressure on the lower back of Lexis King. This could be catastrophic. And I'm looking up Cup champion. I'm looking up from the monitor. King's face right now. He is screaming in pain. He's reaching for that bottom rope. King moments away from tapping.
Oh no!
Great move by Ethan Page.
I'm gonna have to
for Wesley.
redo my nails. Accidentally scraped off all my nail polish. Oh wait, are we gonna get a double submission? No, I hope not. A triple submission? Okay, so I'm guessing Lexis King's definitely not winning that. Wait. Ethan Page still has it. Nope. Okay.
For a moment, and now Eddie Thorpe is the one.
I was about to say, well,
the North American title
everybody but Lexis King might be winning this match.
And Graves, the battles for the NXT title certainly have helped Thorpe get into
That's so
deep
funny.
waters of
Lewis here says, anyone else hoping for Lexis King? I like Lexis King a whole lot. It's just that the story is not with Lexis, though. The story is with Ethan Page.
Saints talk about it earlier. There's a certain level of panic that's permeating the entire locker room. Nobody wants to miss Stand and Deliver.
Certainly not. We're going to find out who are the last two to qualify for the NXT Women's North American Championship to be contested in a ladder match. But Wesley.
Oh, that was cool. Oh, that was cool. That was executed very nicely.
That was no whisper in the wind. That was a full-blown hurricane, Vic.
That was cool. Did that again. Good precision on that.
By Wesley taking down the entire field.
Double cover, and a double kick out. I mean, again, it's pinfall and submission. Whoever
we got Xeno Goku. What's up, Xeno Goku?
He's got to be double.
We got Pipe Bishop. That's Lexis Manscapes 3 times a day. Yo, he's got you know, like the stencil. I could imagine like just a stencil for his beard when I don't even know how you do that. I feel like he has to go to the salon like almost every single like 2 days or maybe he does it right before show day. You know, right before every episode of NXT, I feel like he goes in to get a fresh touch up for his beard.
Biggest stage and crash and burn. King now all the way to the top.
King gonna fly. Swanton connected.
Oh, but there's Eddie Thorpe. He's incoming.
Crawling into the cover.
I think Ethan Page is gonna. Nope, never mind. I thought he was gonna move.
Big elbow.
Thank you, Super Pro, for checking out that predictions video. I'm glad you liked it.
Eddie Thorpe looking for a little insurance. Lee, Meteora connects.
All right.
Nasty landing for Wesley.
Rocket
King.
bomb.
Coronation on Lee. Get into the cover.
Okay.
Let him know Ethan Page. Page.
Yes.
Grin.
Everyone's
Like
down.
this.
Is this it? Is this it? Get it. Get it.
The count.
And he got it. I told you guys, like there was gonna be no other person but Ethan Page to win this. Ethan Page is now heading to Stand and Deliver. Hey, what's up, Corey MacArthur? He says, hey, Denise, watching while at the gym. Hey, Corey, that is great, man. You got to get your gym on so you can get those fits on. You got to do it all. Thank you, Corey, and hope you sending you some motivation at the gym. Motivation. Motivation. Thank you, Corey. So funny.
Eddie Thorpe soaring through the sky. Wesley continues to take the collective breath away of the NXT universe. Coronation from the Heritage Cup
What's up to Stalking You? Thank you for tuning in.
Picking his spot, the twisted grin, and make your travel.
Okay, so far we're off to a good start. We're off to a good start so far.
Contender. Ricky Saints, I know I'm not the guy you wanted to win tonight, and you have every right to believe that, because everyone remembers their first.
Yeah, they do.
And the first championship victory in WWE, oh, that was ruined by all ego Ethan Page. And Stand and Deliver, your first title.
Oh, there's Ricky coming from behind.
That will also be ruined.
And spear.
Nice. Nice. With the fancy shoes and the fancy pants and everything.
With 5 NXT titles on the line in Vegas. Who will walk out with the North American title?
I forgot which way to go. I'm like, wait, do I go this way or do I go that way? But I think he goes to his right. So technically I should go this way.
What you see today as the Juggernaut.
Look at the power. Wow.
Multiple-time TNA Knockouts champion. This wasn't how I started. I wasn't scouted. I've never had star power, never really been a beauty queen. If it were possible to have negative aura, that was who I was. I was just a little girl wrestling in half-empty gyms, trying to find a place to fit in a world that didn't seem built for me.
She looks so different now. Like she really transformed
really
herself, man. Hard work and discipline.
I did have that not a lot of people in wrestling do is self-awareness. So
I love
finally
that.
Stopped wishing that I had what I was supposed to have and started building what I could become.
Yes, girl.
I turned insecurity into intensity, doubt into discipline, and that was the day the Juggernaut was born.
Incredible.
I fell in love with getting stronger. I became laser focused on building my body into an atomic bomb. Waking up at 3 a.m. to train, jumping into a car,
3 a.m.
Hit another gym session after that, then sleep 2
Look at
hours
her.
and do it all over again the next day.
The beast. I love it. Like that kind of dedication. Wow.
As hard as that was,
I wish I had that kind of dedication.
It was a way that I could stand out from all the other women. And to me, it was the only way. I wanted the WWE Universe to say, yeah, the WWE women are killing it, but have you seen Jordan Grace over in TNA?
Look at how much TNA wrestling, how much footage they provided.
I put in the work so that no one could ignore me. I forced my way into the conversation and made people believe in the Juggernaut.
Make so much
like
noise, people can't ignore you.
Now, the biggest hurdle of my career is right in front of me this Saturday when I have the opportunity to become the NXT Women's Champion. And just like I've been my entire career, I'm aware of exactly what I'm going to have to do to leave Vegas with my first WWE Championship.
Damn, that was a good video package, guys. Like a really good video package. Really told Jordan's story, you know? And really just how much work she put into really fixing herself up, changing her body, making herself look a different way. And you know, I feel like that is something like what she said about having self-awareness. I thought that was incredible because you hear so many people all the time complain about how they don't have things or they haven't gotten certain things. And at the end of the day, like you have to stop, take a step back and say, okay, what can I do to get the things that I want, right? You got to have self-awareness and sense of what can you make, what changes can you make, you know? And I thought that the fact that she said that, I thought that was really, 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 really great. Lumoji says Jordan is the machine. Yes. Dude, waking up at 3 a.m., I can't imagine. That is no joke, guys. No joke. With that being said, wow, we got some awesome super chats. We got Rolling Thunder 420 who says, yo, Denise, are you going to Mania? I'm going to Dynamite tomorrow and Collision on Thursday. Well, first of all, I hope you have a good time. I've been hearing that Collision has been really good. From literally everybody has been saying that. I haven't been able to tune in, but a lot of people have been saying it's good. So that's good. I love when people say that. And then, yes, I'm leaving to WrestleMania tomorrow, and I'll be back Monday morning, and I'll be here right on time to do the Raw After Mania watch-along, and I'll be doing the WrestleMania watch-alongs from my hotel room on Saturday and Sunday. So, yeah, it's going to be kind of crazy, but seriously, guys, if you want to make sure that you're getting all the, you know, if you want to know everything that's happening in Las Vegas, like if you're not going and you want to know what's going down, follow me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. I'm good, TikTok. I'm going to be posting on all of those social media websites and trying to get people to be as informed as possible. I'm going to be at a bunch of events, so I will be able to capture some really good stuff and hoping that you guys get some enjoyment out of it. But thank you so much, Rolling Thunder, and I hope you have a good time at both of those shows. We got Tracy with a very, very, very kind super chat. Tracy, thank you so much. You didn't have to, but I appreciate you nonetheless for doing so. You have no idea how much that means to me. I know you're constantly on the stream, so thank you so much. Tracy says, I want you to have an amazing time and actually enjoy yourself and take it all in. I'm glad you decided to stay in Vegas to take the stress off of yourself. If you see Seth and Jay, tell them I said hi and good luck from me. Mania baby, woohoo, yeet. Tracy, man, that is so nice of you. And I'm sending you lots of well wishes. Hopefully, you get some good karma your way for being so kind to me. Seriously, Tracy, thank you so much. And I'm excited about WrestleMania. I know that it can get busy and it can get hectic, but trust me, there is no better feeling in this world than when your content does well. Like when my interviews do well, it just really makes my day, and it's worth all of the craziness when I get to connect with people and meet people at events and tell me like, hey, I watch your podcast, or hey, I like your interviews, or whatever they say. It's just so freaking cool. So even though it's hectic, it's gonna get crazy. No sleep this pretty much the next few days. It's all worth it. So thank you so much, Tracy, for the love. And yes, I will definitely hopefully I get to see Seth and Jay. I think Jay is so scheduled to be at one of the after parties that I'm at. The only thing is I don't know what time he's actually showing up to the after party. Like these things are from 11 to like 4 a.m. So I'm looking at it and I'm going like, okay, like what time is this person gonna show up? Right? So like you never know. But if I do see Jey Uso, I'll make sure to do some yeeting and all of that. Thank you so much, Tracy, for your kindness. Chat, please give some love to Tracy. We got Larice Johnson here, DWO member for 8 months, who says, I'll be watching WrestleMania and NBA playoffs games. Hell yeah, man. Freaking awesome, Larice. Do what you got to do. It seems like you're going to have a fun weekend. Whether you're watching WrestleMania or both things, it seems like you're going to have a good time this weekend. Thank you, Larice Johnson. All right, and we're back on the show. I will make sure to I have Hangman queued up. I will do Hangman on the next commercial break that we have.
Hosted by Michael Cole and Pat McAfee, honoring Lex Luger, Michelle McCool,
Don says, oof, yeah, I would not be able to survive that. Way too late. So there's at least 4 red carpets that I'm attending. No, 5 that start after 8 o'clock. 4 of them start around 11 p.m. I shit you not. I shit you not. I was looking at the schedule today and I'm like, oh boy. Woo-hoo-hoo. It's going to be busy. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, it's already one thing to start late, but like the job doesn't end after you're done with the carpet. You know, who's going to get those videos up? Me. So I'm like, it's going to be crazy. Like, legit crazy. Sarah says, I didn't know you had to watch along. Let's go. I know. You know, sometimes I just forget. I didn't promote anything this week. I'm so silly. I guess like in my mind, I'm like, it's scheduled. YouTube will notify people. So thank God YouTube notified you, Sarah. Thank you.
Saturday, and NXT will set the bar at Stand and Deliver, followed by the countdown to WrestleMania. Then WrestleMania Saturday, headlined by CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns.
Michael Brown says, get plenty of sleep. Yeah, I'm hoping to. I'll probably try to take some naps like during my downtime. Yeah, I gotta show you guys my schedule. It's kind of nuts. Well, actually, you can kind of see it here. What do I have here? And I have to add one more event. But oh, I can't really. Well, it's sideways. I'm like, if I turn it around, but it's supposed to be facing the other way. But that's part of my schedule. That and yeah, that and that. And then this is the content plan. So as you can see, it's definitely a busy one.
Ruka was fine.
Well, yeah. Thanks.
Who's gonna win? You? Neither of you, because it's gonna be me walking out a 2-time Women's North American champion and showing the world.
This is probably one of the matches I'm most looking forward to for NXT.
Yeah, good one, idiot.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm not gonna watch live, but I will watch it afterwards, though. At least to see this stuff.
Old Kalani, new Kalani, doesn't really matter when I'm the one at the top of the ladder, holding the title, bringing home yet another championship to the calling. Oh, keep dreaming, because it's never gonna happen.
We got Sarah here who says, YouTube didn't notify me. I found it myself. Darn you, YouTube. Thank you for finding it yourself, though. That's great to know. We got Sahil Kumar who says, are there more quizzes? You mean like the quizzes, the live quizzes?
Right now.
I usually do those once a month. So the next one will be in May. Probably a backlash quiz. Maybe a backlash quiz, yeah. Because I usually do them for like whatever pay-per-view is going on during that time. Thank you, Sahil. What's up, Mike Santani? Thank you so much for popping in. I'm doing good. So far, it seems like the chat's doing good. So that's good. You know, Goku predicts Paul Heyman's going to sell out soon. And hopefully not. Yeah.
This is there going to be difficulty for Paxley going back to.
I'm glad that we're seeing Tatum Paxley, by the way, like Joseph Rosa brought up. I'm glad to see that. Oh, we're getting Lola vibes. We haven't seen Lola in forever. Yeah, freaking fun. Lola, hello. We've been asking where's this girl been for like a minute now. So I'm so happy to see her on. Oh man, this is hard for me. This is both the 2 girls that I really, really like. I really like Tatum and I really like Lola. This is hard. Yeah, JB, I feel just the way you do. He says I'm so torn. I want both Tatum and Lola to win. That's what I was thinking too. I think Lola. Shit, I think Lola needs it a little bit more in the sense that she was kind of on a good trajectory and nothing's really happened for her since. So I think Lola Vice might win this. But then again, Tatum Paxley can do a 630. So if you were to see Jada Parker in the ladder match, you know she's busting out a 630. So I don't know. We got Lewis here who's going for Lola. We got Arnold who's going for Lola. Willem says, I love them both. Raphael says, let's go Lola. Tiger Claw says, let's go Lola. Famous Amos says, finally some Lola action for real. Mike here is going for Tatum.
that have had the opportunity to make
Josh was also going for Lola. Pike Bishop's at 6:30 is wild. I know. I still remember the first time she did it. I couldn't believe it. Johnny T's also going for Lola. Big G Lola. Josh for Lola. Roland says I like both of them. W Stein says Lola. Luis Lola. Maggie Lola. Daryl Lola. And happy early birthday, Andrew. Oh, your birthday's in 2 days. Yes. I won't be here to wish you a happy birthday that day, but happy early birthday, and I hope you have a really good one. Jay Moscow's in the building, is also going with Lola. Super Fro's going for Lola. Moneymaker Chris Lola. Larice Lola. DJ Lola. Nick Blues Lola. Okay, so it seems like Lola is the popular pick here. Tony Angel says he's always rooting for the Gothic chick. Andrew's also going for Roxanne. I don't know what Roxanne is doing. It's so crazy. She doesn't have anything going on for either WrestleMania or Stand and Deliver, which is not cool at all, by the way, because she's a badass. So I'm gonna need to see her on something.
I really don't think that's the route you want to take with Lola Vice.
W Stein says Denise needs to interview Lola. I have 2 times.
I agree with you, Booker. I think
Let's search Denise Salcedo Lola Vice, and it should pop up
does have a rather extensive
on YouTube.
But
William says Tatum is Willem says Tatum's very underrated. She's growing. She's growing. I believe she's been doing more stuff over on the TNA side. So I think once she does a little bit more on the NXT side, people are gonna appreciate her a little bit more. But so far from the times that she has come out, she always leaves people wanting more. I think people do enjoy Tatum. Like people do like her from what they've seen so far.
Paxley, trying to get anywhere she can away from Lola Vice.
Oh God, what is she gonna do? She went under the ring. What craziness is she gonna do? Is she gonna come out with her dolls?
Lola better stay focused on the task at hand. That is
what is she doing?
That is winning. That is walking away.
Oh, that is so uncomfortable. Think about how painful that must have been for Lola.
Paxley and Gigi. Can Lola even continue to fight? Who's heading to Las Vegas?
Gigi. Gigi's giving her head kisses. That was pretty cute. That was pretty adorable. I really love the pairing of Gigi and Tatum. They're so
wherever you were watching,
they just go together, you know? They match up. Hey, Willie T, thank you so much for the super chat. He says, hi, Denise. What's up, Lily? I hope you're having a good Tuesday. Hopefully the work week is going by fast for you. And pretty soon we'll be talking some WrestleMania. And the next thing you know, WrestleMania will be over. Things come and go just like that, man. It's so crazy how fast everything flies by. Pretty soon we're going to be talking about WrestleMania 42. Think about that. By Monday, we're probably going to be talking about WrestleMania 42. What? Wild. Thank you, Willie.
WWE Speed.
Sol Ruka will go one-on-one with the Poison Pixie Candice LeRae for the WWE Speed Championship.
Undertaker says Lola Vegas has a nice ring to it. I should say that. Lola is going to Vegas.
You say that again, and this could be the start of a career-defining matchup for one of these two women.
And I like the strategy thus far from Tatum Paxley, trying to clip the wing of Lola Vice, a renowned striker. You take away some of Lola's weapons, she definitely has less of a chance of hurting you, except for those highly educated feet.
Very educated.
And knees. And elbows, and the other hand.
You know, Book, if Lola is able to qualify, in your opinion, yeah, exactly. I'm glad you noticed that too. Look at us.
Can you pass me that?
JB says, Denise, if you can get an interview with Fallon Henley, that'd be my #1 request. Well, if they have any NXT people at any of these red carpet events, then great. But as of right now, I don't know when I would get a chance to interview any NXT people. NXT people, they're either there or they're not. You know what I'm saying? They're a little harder to get.
She said something inside the Hall of Fame. Her plan is to be great in this business, and I believe her.
Well, Graves, I think you would agree maybe with what I'm about to say. MMA skills do not help you in a ladder match.
Now, it definitely helps to have a bit of aerial ability when it comes to a ladder match. It's certainly a unique environment compared to what Lola's used to. Cover here by Vice.
Hook of the leg, and Tatum just able to kick out.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Vic. I've watched a lot of Lola Vice over the past several years. she's not generally very comfortable on the ropes or in the air.
No, she does not leave her feet often, Booker. That's actually something you've brought up when it comes to Lola Vice, how dangerous she is on the mat when we go to calling her the queen of the underground. Paxley rolling up, another cover and another kick out.
Yeah, that's what I got. Talk about those butterflies, getting those butterflies to line up and fly straight. Sometimes to make history, you got to do what you got to do.
Well, as we mentioned, Lola's so close in the past to winning championships. Has been close to the NXT women's title. You heard her scream before the break to Gigi Dolan, "This is my moment," but to do so, she has to defeat Tatum Paxley here tonight. There will be one more qualifying matchup later on tonight. Then the field will be set for the 6th in Las Vegas. As finally breaking the hold for a moment, and right back on goes Lola Vice. And you got to wonder how much damage has been done to the arm. Can she fully squeeze? Can she fully lock in a proper submission? Can she wear down Tatum Paxley? Catching Paxley one more time. Looking for another submission. Is it Lola Vice's moment? Who's headed to Las Vegas and Stand and Deliver? We are back. Who is going to head to Las Vegas? Will it be Tatum Paxley?
Tiger Claw says, imagine having to stay up till like 1 a.m. to hear Triple H's speech. It's going to be, I mean, I'm a Triple H fan, but it's going to be a long night for sure.
For the betterment of the women's division. And Paxley is rolling. Grace, can you imagine the torturistic ways Tatum can conjure up to use that ladder if she qualifies?
Time will only tell what Paxley's capable of right now, just using her own body as a weapon back and forth across the ring. Oh, but Lola got the knees.
See those knees, Book?
Educated knees. We talked about that earlier.
Gigi looks a little worried. Lola right now trying to regroup. Big kick right to the spine, almost a liver shot. And now
I like the sneak kicks from Lola Vice.
Unfortunately seems to have woken something up inside of Lola Vice.
She's feeling it. She's feeling it. Oh, yeah, baby.
Bam!
The way he
and
does
Lola
it.
Now closing in. Can you imagine the party she would throw, Booker, into the cover? Hook of the leg.
Can I get an invitation? Can I get one?
I'm sure she'd come over here and hand you an invitation personally to let you into the party, Book.
We're going to Vegas. Yeah.
We are going to Vegas. Which one of these two women will join us? At the
I agree with you, Terrence Sullivan. He says, I love the Juggernaut segment. Juggernaut segment.
Back to that arm, I don't know if you realize on that kick
Juggernauts?
Juggernauts.
Segment. Yeah, Jordan's package was great. It was so good.
Now it's the right shoulder that just got pinned into the turnbuckle.
That was wicked. What about the lower back of Lola Vice? That's supposed to bend that way.
Paxley is starting to dissect Lola Vice. And the NXT Universe is trying to rally Lola late in this matchup.
Yeah, even the crowd's sort of 50-50 on this one. They're cheering for both Lola and Tatum.
Tatum trying to push Lola out of her comfort zone.
And Inseguri connected. Paxley again looking to pounce.
Hey, Mike, thank you so much. It says, hey, Denise, I love your Talk About ratings video. I met my girlfriend at Taco Bell over a decade ago, met again through COVID, and now we own a house. Yes, Mike, yes.
Into the cover. And Lola.
I thought for a second, I'm like, wait, is Lola going to win here?
Urgency, Booker and Tatum Paxley.
I can tell you that was a desperation kick out right there.
Here we go. No, great counter by Vice.
Back into the sleeper. Looking for a submission, rolling through, shoulders down, and having to relinquish the hold.
They're getting a good amount of time here, by the way, for this matchup.
Right to the throat. And Paxley now.
A
unique way to enter the ring.
Ooh, ouch. She's down her leg. Yikes. Ooh.
Good fist.
Night.
Is this it?
Lola.
Yes, Lola's making it to the matchup. Hey, there's a chance she could win. You never know. She might win.
We said earlier, Graves, tonight was about stand.
I love seeing the men in the crowd bust out their Lola Vice moves. They're like, yeah, getting it. It's so funny.
On occasion, very nearly knocked off Lola Vice, but Paxley took a risk, and it did not pay off. The back fist from Lola Vice. Night, Miss Paxley. Lola Vice earns her way to a North American Championship
All right,
opportunity.
so Lola's in it, so is Daria Kalani, and gosh, Izzy.
And Deliver.
Sometimes I confuse Carmen Petrovic and Izzy Dame. I confuse them quite often, actually. So I'm sorry if I ever make that mistake.
Dead Man show will take place at the
Dude, every single time I say I'm going to check out that one Dead Man show, and then I never do.
WrestleMania week this Saturday, April the 19th, 10 p.m. It'll feature the Phenom in an intimate setting, sharing never-before-heard stories from his Hall of Fame career. Tickets are on sale now via Ticketmaster.com. Well, this far tonight, we have seen two incredible matches. We also have heard from one of the four competitors in this Saturday's NXT Women's Championship matchup. Now it's time to hear from the former champion, the Beautiful Madness.
ここ数週間、ステファニーが2本のベルトをぶら下げていい気になってんの黙って見ててやったよ。ずーっとリマッチを待ってた。けど何も起きない。だから自分で動いたんだよ。友情？目の前にタイトルがあるのに？ここじゃ友情なんて無意味なんだよ。先週、ステファニーにビューティフォーマッドネスを思い出させてやったよ。ジェイダ・パーカー？よく知らねえけど、自信だけはあるみたいだね。攻撃するのは得意だけど、自分が痛むのは苦手みたいだね。それからジョーダン・グレイス。あの筋肉はすごい。けど、私が教えてやるよ。本当の戦いを。
I like how she addressed every single person in different ways. She kind of has like a different relationship with everybody, or connection, or whatever you want to call it. Mainly her relationships, obviously, with Stephanie. But so I love how she had something to say about everybody.
Losing it only made me more dangerous. Stand and deliver. No friends. Rematch. Last year at Stand and Deliver, I introduced myself.
Oh my gosh, that was last year? I completely forgot that was last year.
Champion.
Well, we will find out on Saturday if that indeed is true. I mean, guys, this may be the D'Angelo's. Oh, no. That's 1/3 of the Stand and Deliver main event. Trick Williams has arrived to NXT.
All right, we are on a commercial break. Let me mute everything, and let me catch up with what everyone's saying. Actually, in the meantime, I think we haven't. Damn, I wish we had the little clock so that I could know how much time we have for us to just like hang out and play some games in the meantime. So I think we might have enough time. Let me stop the screen, and we'll play some Hangman since we got a request for Hangman today. So we'll do that. Let me do that in the meantime. Hold on. Okay, we have time. Let's see. Oops, how do you do this? What am I doing? What am I doing? What's happening? No, that's not what I want. All right, I'll just have to do it like this. All right, go ahead and send in some letters, guys, and we'll play in the meantime while we're on commercial break. Send in some letters, and we'll get right to it. Also, let me get rid of this advertisement. They're not sponsoring me. Get out. All right, here we go. We got some letters. Let's see. We got Big G kicks us off with a T. All right, there we go. Maurice sends in an A. All right, all right. Joshua Bones sends in an E. Cool. Hey, yo, that's a lot happening. Adriana, oh, wait, we already have A. W. Stein sends in an H. Okay, no H. Superfro sends in a B. Okay, we got some B's. Ben Fossey sends in a W. Let's see. W. Yep, we got it. Let's see. We got KJ who sends in a K. All right. There we go. We got Adriana who sends in a G. All right. We got it. Super Fro sends in an O. O. All right. Carlton sends in an F. F. Let's see if anybody's figured out the whole thing now. I feel like you guys may have figured out the whole thing now. Yes, yes. Big G, what is up? The whole entire thing is it's WrestleMania. Let me see. Let me put the whole thing. WrestleMania weekend. Let's go, baby. That's what it is. Yes, we did it. Congratulations, chat. All right. Let me see if I can get another one in the meantime. Let me go back. Oh, can you see that? You're not supposed to see that. So let me remove first. Where am I at? Oh, there I am. Oh, all right. I don't know what's happening. I always like get it mixed up here, but let me see if let's see. I'm trying to think of something else to say. I'll probably have to get it going for the next commercial because I can't think of anything at the moment of what to say. I have no idea. But in the meantime, let me get NXT back up. Let's see. Stop screen. Present. Share screen. Netflix. Okay. Cool. All right. Thank you, Big G, by the way. Big G had it. Tiger Claw Gaming, Spike Hunter, LaTanya Johnson, Joseph Boza, Dawn, Ebony, Carlton, Tiger Claw, KJ, Superfro, Larice, Benoit, Raphael, Ayan Cooley. Yeah, I think for the most part, everyone didn't. Once we had most of the words in there already, so we were good. All right, so NXT will be started momentarily. I don't know why they don't have the little clock today. Usually we have a cute little clock at the top right corner that'll tell me how many more minutes until we get into the commercial, till we come back from commercial. But this time, they don't have it. So it makes it a little harder for me to know when they're going to come back from break. Damn it, give me the little clock. What's up, Vin? Thank you so much for tuning in. We also got Cadillac Carson. Let's see. Stuart Bridgman says, no, Pat makes it a much better show. Tiger Claw says, Swan be thinking this is an AEW stream. Oh, because Swan posted play some more Hangman Adam Page. That's funny. Oh, I think I did that one time as a joke to Reg. I had him play Hangman, but the word was Hangman Adam Page. I don't know how many of you guys were here for that. It was a while ago. That's so funny. Stoucher Boy says, Denise, did I hear you say you were doing the watch-alongs? No, I'm doing the watch-alongs alone. Yes, I'm doing the watch-alongs alone. But I do have a show with Robin for Busted Open, though. Thank you for asking, Stoucher Boy. Hopefully that helps. All right, we're coming back to NXT now.
Last week you said something about another opportunity to be had at Stand Deliver.
Oh yeah, that's right, the tag team opportunity.
Okay, look,
we still need to find out if Roxanne's included in this and if she has a partner.
A triple threat tag team match. I spoke to Nick Aldis and to Adam Pearce, and the winner gets a women's tag team championship match Tuesday after Stand and Deliver. That's right.
Wait, Tuesday after Stand and Deliver?
So basically what you're telling me is every single woman is going to be on Stand and Deliver except the woman that made this the best women's division in the world.
Okay, I get it. So the match is happening at Stand and Deliver, and then the winner gets the other match, the tag team match after. Okay, got it.
But you know what? I'll tell you what. If you can charm yourself into finding a tag team partner, I'll happily make this a fatal four-way.
Gotta be Cora, right?
Good luck.
I can't believe that's the match that Roxanne is going to be in. Isn't that crazy? Like, she should be having a singles matchup on the main roster. Instead, she's in a multi-women's match at Stand and Deliver. That is so wild.
Introducing first,
Sarah Bridgman says, Denise, what are your thoughts on Ava as a GM? I think she's improved like so freaking much. I think in the beginning she was like a little shy and a little nervous, but she's definitely improved and gotten more comfortable on camera, and it shows. It definitely shows. I think she's fine as a GM. Thank you for asking, Stuart.
Tank find themselves in the unenviable position.
W. Stein says Denise should be her partner. Absolutely not. I would let the whole team down. The whole team down. What's up to Margis Antonio? Thank you so much for tuning in, by the way. All right, it's some time for some meat. Meat.
However you want to slice it, it is a long road for one of these two teams. These two teams will start. When a team is eliminated, the next team will immediately enter. The last team standing is the winner of this tag team gauntlet. We'll head to Las Vegas. We'll head to Stand and Deliver in an NXT Tag Team Championship opportunity. They're nasty, they're powerful, they're impactful.
I can guarantee you Wes Lee had some extra motivation before this matchup for Tyson and Tyreek after Wes disappointed himself by failing to
Juan Ortega says Denise doesn't want to put anyone over or tap out. I am not putting no one over either. I win or nothing.
Tyreek in this gauntlet match presented by Xfinity. And Booker,
Zeno says Denise can be the referee. No thanks. I would suck so bad as a referee. The options are very, very limited for me. Very, very limited. W. Stein says hand check Denise. Get here. That's what I normally do for Reg. Hand check. That's funny. Famous David says so Cora Jade is her partner. That's what I would assume, right? I can't imagine anybody else would be her partner.
Preparation is the only luck this team is gonna. They can't think they're gonna slip on a banana peel and beat teams here in NXT.
Listen, I think if Hank and Tank want to have a good time in Las Vegas, they had to find Cousin Eddie and maybe cook some chicken out in the desert.
That is a beautiful movie reference, which I love. Thank you very much. Chevy Chase would be very happy.
Clothesline to the back of the neck.
See that knot right there?
Into the cover and a kick out.
Back of his head right there. I mean,
Tyson and Tyreek, if they moved along and moved up, Book, in your opinion, because of the man right out here in front of us, Wesley?
Tutelage of Wesley, a man who has grown, a guy who has matured. And it's just not about friends or anything like that. It's about checks. It's about checks. Oh, big shot there by
a little misdirection from Hank and Tank. Okay, this is what it's going to take. This is what it's going to take to survive in this gauntlet.
Hank and Tank, not your quota.
Oh, he got a Hank and Tank sandwich.
And take a look. Hank and Tank into the cover.
Hey, Maurice Brown, thank you so much for tuning into the stream. Wait, damn this. Oh, wait, is this a gauntlet?
I don't know who's more shocked.
I did not realize this was a tag team gauntlet. Wow, I was not paying attention to the rules at all. Wow, sorry guys. I'm clearly a little bit behind here at the moment.
Oh, Vance being held back here by Jensen for the moment. By the way, the third tag team gauntlet
match. What's up, George? Good to see you. George Ronald Monroe. Thanks so much for tuning into the stream. So let's up and go. Hell yeah, man. I hope you're having a good one or a good time. Thank you so much, and I hope you're excited for WrestleMania.
Do you believe that?
Nico Vance and Brooks Jensen definitely.
Enjoy the rest of your night, Adriana. Thank you. We got Austin Wright. What's up? Everyone's like, yeah, it is, Denise. I know. Carlton, thank you. He says, I forgot this was a gauntlet match. Everyone says, focus, Salcedo, focus. Yo, I literally did not realize this was a gauntlet. It makes it so much better, though. I like this type of like a gauntlet. Sheldon Jackson, what's up, Sheldon? Says, what's good, my people? Tiger Claw says your head's already in Vegas for the love box. Dude, my head's already. I'm like mentally already someplace else. I'm already in Vegas.
Who will survive the gauntlet? Who is headed to Las Vegas?
We're going to this commercial, but we'll be watching the match throughout the commercials. There it is.
This strategy right here by Tank, trying to slow
Hey, what's up, Taylor? Thank you so much for the kind comment, and thank you for tuning in. We also got Mike Lava in here. What's up, Mike?
I mean, Booker, when you see Hank and Tank, and we've talked about it here for last several weeks, all the different
I'm sorry, but I can't even name you all the tag teams for the NXT guys. Like, legit, I don't even think I could name them on.
You see two guys that are just looking to figure it out.
Like I said, when I first saw Hank walk, I didn't have a whole lot of faith in him. When Tank Legend came on the scene, this team seemed to gel together. I want to see nothing but the best for this team. And I'm going to tell you right now, they got it in them. They got it in them. They just got to be on the same page at the same time. You remember what I said earlier? Being in the right place at the right time. Could this be their night?
At the moment, it certainly looks like a possibility, but Hank and Tank working very well into the cover.
Oh, baby. Close.
Just able to get that right shoulder up.
Let me ask you, Book, you're one half of one of the greatest tag teams this business has ever seen. Did you ever worry about your identity? Did you ever worry about asking the right people for the right advice and just kind of do your own thing?
No, I knew who to ask, and I knew who was telling me the right things. Some things went in one ear.
Hey, what's up, Carlton Lineback? Thanks so much for tuning in. Hey, Lewis, he says, I've not watched WWE in so long, I know nobody. Oh, Lewis. When's the last time you watched? Maybe I can help fill you in. And are you saying like WWE in general or just like NXT? Maybe I can help fill you in a little bit.
That's gotta be it.
Just to gauge where you're at.
Referee quickly running out here.
Mike Cincinnati says, I like the story of this. Hank and Tank have lost every match over the last month or so. Every team they have to beat tonight. That is true, Mike. Good point. Good pointer there.
He's definitely going to be eating through a straw. Man, this Nico Vance freaks me out.
Could be a big night for the culling. You talk about Vance.
Dalton Jackson says also, Denise, wanted to ask you yesterday thoughts on Jeff Cobb leaving New Japan Pro Wrestling as IWGP World Title shot going to Callum Newman, a 22-year-old. So I don't know much about Callum, so I can't really comment on that. But I'm really happy for Jeff Cobb in whatever he decides to do next, because Jeff is he's somebody that has been hustling for several years. He has a really good physique, really good look. One of the meatiest dudes out there, and I really enjoy his matches. I really do think that Jeff Cobb is a pleasure to watch. Honestly, I'm rooting for him. I really am rooting for him. It was one of my earliest interviews that I got. And he was just such a nice person. I'm a fan of his, man. I'm a fan of his.
This is the guy that's very, very dangerous.
I'm excited to see what he does.
His attitude has changed, but I think it's changed for the better. Oh, yes, man.
Another big right hand by Jensen. Jensen cutting the ring off, getting into the cover to head to Vegas.
Twan Ortega says, Jeff leaving New Japan, he's just touring the island. David says, I heard he was coming to WWE. That's like what's been going around. I think that he would do great in WWE. Like I said, he has a really good look, and I can just imagine that they're gonna like beat him up. You know, they're gonna love what he can bring.
Going back, Graves. I mean, this was a scary moment.
Tremendous teamwork by the culling, driving Hank face first into our announce desk. Hank has not been the same since, and quite simply, I'm a little shocked he's still in this battle at all.
You got to imagine Stand and Deliver could be a coming out party for the culling if Jensen and Vance can qualify, become the #1 contenders of the tag titles. Izzy in that ladder match backside. There's the champions looking on right now. They're going to be facing possibly one of these.
Hey, what's up, Quentin Anderson? He says, currently out walking my dog, but I had to show up and support. Thanks for keeping me and my puppy. What is it? Kimiko Company. Oh my God, that is so sweet, Quentin. Thank you so much for tuning in, and say hello to your puppy for us. Sure, we all want to say hello to your puppy, and be safe out there on your walk. Thank you, Quentin, for coming out and showing some support. It's very nice of you.
In terms of power.
No, I agree 100%. Sean Spears is doing a hell of a job with this team. He said it's not about him. It's about his team. It's about his team going to the promised land, visiting that same spot that he was in just a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, wait a minute. A tag was made, but the official did not see the tag.
Genius situational awareness from Brooks Jensen.
Great tag team work right there. I love
it. And Hank is not doing any favors for his partner.
That's
the official didn't see Jensen. Into the cover goes Nico's hands.
It's over.
No, it is not quite done yet.
I can tell you right now, Tank Ledger lost focus there for just a second, and that could have been a detriment.
Hey, what's up, Lewis? Thank you so much for tuning into the stream.
Trying to get to this tag team picture, man.
I mean, Hank needs to desperately make a tag right now to the much fresher Tank.
We also got Godfather Dom in here and Jada Price. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're just chilling, watching some NXT. Right now, we're watching the tag team gauntlet. Jada Price says, "Hey, Denise, what match are you most looking forward to for WrestleMania weekend?" Besides the main events, I'm looking forward to the women's triple threat, Damian Priest and Drew. I'm looking forward to Naomi and Jade. And then, of course, the main events I mentioned. Those are some of the top matches that I'm looking forward to, Andrea.
He's been waiting for his chance. He's been waiting for his moment. And one more time, right out here in front of us. But you got to look around, too. Hank is down. Tank's by himself. Into the cover. Hook of the leg. And Nico Vance didn't let that get any farther than a 2.
Here comes Hank.
No,
he's
busted open from his mouth there.
Let's talk about Hank. He's a former security guard who is standing here on the outside. But Jensen from behind, rolling up in another near fall. Hank and Tank trying to put it together here tonight, looking to fly.
Oh, well done, Mr. Jensen.
Spinning heel kick.
But here we go. It all came tumbling down. This is it.
Another tag was made and booked. Got to agree with you, the beginning of the end.
Oh! What a counter! What a counter! Cover!
Oh, there you guys go. Hank and Tank have won this. Is that the last team?
Can we get another look
or is there another one?
Tank pulled that off.
Oh, there's another one.
Tonight, but another team.
Oh yeah, the no quarter catch crew.
Luck just ran out, Vic, because no quarter catch crew aren't here to play games.
Certainly not bored. Tavion Heights into the cover. The scratch. Oh, and another near fall. That left shoulder just coming off the mat. Booker, you used the word earlier in this match, lackadaisical. I wouldn't think Hank and Tank are lackadaisical.
That's a really great question, Tracy. If you could change two matches and switch them to different matches, what would you book? I would have probably changed the women's tag, and I would have booked Bailey and Roxanne. Liv. Ooh, Liv. I actually would have done Liv and Io and left Bianca and Rhea as such and had Liv feud with Io.
Let's remind everybody.
I don't know why. Those are the top two ones that I'm thinking of, like right off the top of my head. I think I would have just adjusted that to give them bigger opportunities at WrestleMania. Thank you, Tracy. That's a fun question.
Tonight, however, things are not going to get any easier. Look at Tavion Heights. Cover.
And another near
JB says, Denise, I'm with you on Hank and Tank. They're so close to getting the best version of themselves. Yeah, man, I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
In the new year.
They're future tag team champions. And I'm looking at Tank Ledger right now. I'm going to tell you right now, it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time before this match is going to be over with. And I'm going to tell you, Hank and Tank, thus far, they have done a hell of a job. They should give themselves a pat on the back.
I agree with you, Book. A pat on the back for sure. But right now, Tavion Heights looking to twist Tank's head right off of his shoulders. Let's talk about Tavion Heights. This guy isn't athletically gifted. He's been blessed by the gods. Tag made.
Damn, Hank and Tank are like barely surviving this right now.
They're now trying to use the brawn.
Ben Fossey's really looking forward to that four-way. Yeah, that one's going to be a fun one, too. It's going to be a fun one, too. What's up, Seth Roth? And yes, I will be at WrestleMania.
All Board can do is cover up.
Roland Bird says, I think Bailey versus Roxanne will take place at Stand and Deliver. Well, it looks like Roxanne's going to be part of that women's tag team matchup, so that's probably out. Plus, then Bailey already had the match at WrestleMania, so they might not want her doing double duty, you know?
At this point. They're still hanging tough in this matchup.
What's Hank?
Where the hell is he going?
I don't know if Hank knows. Flying just running
it's
over
like
Tavion.
Flat on him.
I think if Vince said it was like that, they wouldn't have named it.
No, he's feeling himself. They're feeling it right now.
This duo is running on fumes, but somehow.
Oh, another Hank and Tank sandwich.
Taking it to the limit, but look at Miles.
Good God.
Born to fly. Let go. Who's headed to Las Vegas?
All right, we're at a commercial break, but this match is going to keep going, so I'm going to keep it on. Seth says straight scream shirt, Denise. Thank you. Thank you so much. I got it on one of those sales from Forever 21. Actually, no, I'm lying. I got this at a different store. I was about to say I think I got it at Forever, but I did not get it at Forever. I ended up getting it at some random little store at the mall.
Of every single man and woman in that locker room to get to
And a live person says this has been a good gauntlet. Honestly, I'm just reminded of what teams they have on NXT. I feel like I honestly don't remember like most of the teams off the top of my head. So for me, it's a reminder of the teams that they do have.
WrestleMania, professionally speaking, runs through NXT, runs through Stand and Deliver. All these superstars understand that the eyes of the entire world will be on Las Vegas this weekend. They want to show up, they want to show out, and they want to punch their ticket to the next level.
And just take that to a different level. Stand and Deliver is truly going to set the bar grades for WrestleMania weekend.
I know Booker and I have spent several WrestleManias over the past several years.
Yeah, Hunter taking Denise taking all her Forever 21 outfits to Mania. I should. I definitely should.
Watches everything unfold.
Stewart says, Denise, don't you see Stone Cold getting involved in 19 main event or possibly Randy's opponent? Definitely not Randy's opponent. I think that Stone Cold just had knee surgery not too long ago. So I can't imagine him doing a whole match. A cameo maybe, but definitely not a whole matchup.
I would have gone on the limb here. I mean, Hank and Tate, they've done a hell of a job. I look at Miles Bourne and Tatum High. These guys are the
into
future.
another cover off the lariat, and again.
These guys are the future. I really believe that of the tag team division. I look at both of these guys, and they check off every box, man.
Tavion Heights and Bourne have been close in the past to tag team gold. They certainly have the pedigree to succeed.
Tavion Heights come up limping a little bit.
Oh, yes. Beautiful step.
Is it going to be enough? And another near fall. I'm trying to look over there, Graves. I don't know. We're going to have to see if Tavion gets back into the matchup. Miles Bourne, big knee right to the spine. And I just want to point out how much has been taken out of Hank and Tank. Tank still isn't back to his feet yet.
You took the words right out of my mouth. We're talking about exhaustion being a factor in a gauntlet match, no matter who you are. And kudos again to Hank and Tank for hanging tough this long. They've been extremely impressive. I'm becoming a believer in what these two are capable of. But reality is reality. There's no way they're going to have enough gas to get through this.
Inside cradle! Inside cradle! And Bourne and Heights almost sent to the back. And this gauntlet match would have continued. Two teams have been eliminated. Hank and Tank started this off drawing first. Bourne and Heights drew fourth. There's one team left to enter.
See that? I mean, right there.
FGP says Denise's Hank and Tank victory is going to be dedicated to you.
Can you blame them?
I will gladly take the Hank and Tank victory.
Tyson and Tyree.
I would gladly take it.
Now they're taking on
So
Miles
funny.
Bourne and Tavion Heights of the No Quarter Catch crew.
Rick Justice says, I see Randy giving massive RKOs at WrestleMania. Hope he RKOs Cena during Sunday night's match. What do you call it? Dang, I have no idea what Randy's gonna do. I mean, I still think they might do him in solo, which I know people aren't like jumping over the moon for, but that does feel like what they're gonna do. Feels like it, but maybe I'll be wrong.
And on the line is a trip to Vegas, a chance at immortality. WrestleMania Saturday, Stand and Deliver for the NXT Tag Team titles.
Starting to look like the Avalanche in the Red Wings game there for a minute. Hands flying everywhere, but Tavion Heights fighting through the pain. So is Tank, who answers with an elbow.
Can they put it together again?
I don't know where the hell Tank is finding this.
Answering right back.
See that? Tavion Heights just went to his real.
No, bro, he's hot. He's so hyped.
Oh,
yes.
Good night.
Adios, amigo.
Hey!
Hank at the last possible fraction of a second.
That was close.
That was certainly close, and now again it might just be all for naught.
Yeah, at this point it might be something of a mercy ending. If No Quarter Catch Crew has their way, Hank out of his misery.
And Bourne ripped out here in front of us from behind, shoulders down, center of the ring.
There you go, guys.
No Quarter
Okay, is this it? Again, I don't know how many more teams are left.
But this match isn't done.
Oh, there's one more.
In final
Oh
team.
no! Josh Briggs and
No
Inamura
rest for the
are
weary.
really
And
good.
now you've got some of the biggest
They're
guns in the
really
game.
good.
Oh,
So
Booker,
I
this
don't know
is
how
the
Hank and
luck
Tank are going to
of the draw.
overcome
Yeah,
them.
another team that
They're
have
good and they're
beat
fresh.
Hank and Tank as well, and right now it looks like it's going to be a quick trip. It's about to be over. Here we go, baby.
And you know Briggs has been in the back with Inamura. They have been scheming.
Yeah,
in
they're
the
really,
cover
they're
of
really
the
making them
lane.
work today.
And again,
Usually, I feel like the gauntlet matches usually go by a little
Briggs has been
faster,
in the back.
and I feel
He's
like
been
they're
scheming
taking
on
their
how to
time
win.
with this
They knew
one.
they were entering last in this after the draw earlier today with our general manager Ava. They knew that they were going to be watching this close. No way did they think they'd be taking on the team that entered in number 1.
I mean, listen, if you're Briggs and Inamura, you got to feel like you've been hanging out with Grandpa Joe because they were just handed a.
What's up, Robin? Thank you so much for tuning in to the stream.
We're not on the same page last week.
Arnold Nicholson said, damn it, Hank and Tank are winning. I hope they do. I really, really hope they do. Grace Johnson is pushing them. I'm assuming Josh Briggs and Inamura.
Throwing hands.
Big splash after that slam.
That's got to be it.
To go to Vegas in another kick out. I mean, again, there are the current champions.
Look at the face of Nathan Frazier. I don't know if that's concern or confusion, but either way, they've got to be asking themselves the same questions as we are. How the hell are Hank and Tank still in this match?
Super Frost says the Tank and Tank, they got this, at least I hope. Yeah, I think at this point, they got to have them go all the way, you know? They've done so much. They've been hanging on by a strand, but yeah. Briggs and Inamura, they're a little tough to beat.
Table was Hank. Somehow he's still standing. Big chop to the back.
Nah, they're chopping him in the back.
With a choke slam
and followed by knee. That did not hit his knee at all.
Wasn't effective enough.
Like at all.
And
it did not hit that knee.
Have been competing for over 20 consecutive minutes against Booker. 4 different tag teams, 4 different strategies.
They've done a hell of a job, but I must say I got to give this referee a lot of credit because he's letting giving a lot of leeway in this matchup and giving Hank and Tank the best chance they possibly could have in a matchup like this.
Don't give the credit to the official, Brooke. Let's be honest, man. This is WrestleMania season.
Inside cradle one more time. And
wait, he didn't make it on time. Oh no, Inamura. I thought Inamura had gotten it, but he didn't. Okay, Hank and Tank get the win, but they like barely get it though. They barely get it.
From start to finish,
they just made it. But you know what? They made it though.
Well, let's take another look back. This move was booming, just like
we got everyone celebrating. Ryan Solario says yes. Arnold says Gauntlet was good and shop. Hank and Tank won. Tanisha Hicks says they got it. Cadillac Carson says photo finish. Super Pro says yes. Memo says great. Finally a big victory for Hank and Tank. Exactly. They like just made it.
With the old classic schoolboy surprising Tavion Heights, and here comes Briggs and Inamura. Fresh as a couple daisies, but Hank in the right place at the right time inside cradle.
Yeah, he did come in afterwards.
Stand and deliver.
Right afterwards.
It's headed Hank and Tank's way.
This wasn't their night. Sorry, Josh Briggs.
They finally put it together.
And Josh Briggs is good too. I've been rooting for him for a while as well. But Hank and Tank versus Nathan and Axiom Frazier. I mean, sorry, but versus Axiom and Nathan Frazier. I wonder if we're finally going to get that title change. It's kind of hard, though. I don't feel like Hank and Tank should be champions just yet. But I feel like they would probably do it just to have, like, a big title change at Stand and Deliver and to pop the people. Especially because Fractium has been tag team for, like, champs for quite a while. But I still don't know. I don't think Hank and Tank are actually going to win. I don't know. I'm a little 50-50 on it.
Event of Evolve against Kendall Gray, Brinley Reese, and Chantel Monroe.
All right, bet. Thanks for the talk, Stevie.
Good luck.
Thank you.
I was about to say,
it's going to be a big star one.
That is so funny.
Absolutely. But I mean, how
so I heard little things at Sophie Turner, and I was just thinking to myself, wasn't she Stevie Turner? But it said Sophie Turner. But then right now she just said Stevie Turner.
Wait, who?
Don't worry, you guys will know when her music hits.
So wait, is she Stevie or Sophie now?
Well, maybe this.
Anybody else questioning this, or is this just me? Is she Stevie or Sophie?
From the underboss. And we've been waiting for that fight in the... Oh, that's the ruler of NXT. We hear from the NXT champion live tonight. Hey, is that Dark?
Yeah, I know we know her as Stevie, but her lower card, her lower third said Sophie. It didn't say Stevie. It said Sophie. That's why the whole time I was like, wait a minute, what? What do you mean, Sophie? When did they change it to Sophie? All right, either way, we are on a commercial break, so I am going to do Hangman once again for everybody. So let me remove this. Let me get it up here on the screen. Actually, I could probably keep this. Whoops. Let me see. Oh, no, I can't. Never mind. I have to remove it. Okay. I wish I could share more than one screen, but I cannot do that. So here we go. There it is. All right, guys, let's see. What do you got for me? Send in some letters. Well, Faye trying to figure it out. All right, let's see what we got here. We got Superfro who sends in an A. All right. We got Larice who sends in a C. Okay, got that. Ryan Powell sends in a B. All right. Oh, no B. Stuart Bridgman sends in a Q. Okay, Q. All right, no Q. Rick Justice sends in a W. Okay, let's see. All right, we got a W. We got Quentin with a Q. Did we do Q already? Oh, we already did Q. Jeremiah sends in a C. Okay, Jeremiah. Nope, we got C already. Joshua sends in an M. Okay, M. Let's do M. All right. Lumoji sends in a J. All right. No J. Quentin sends in an E. All right. Okay, we got an E. Miss WWE Girl 2 sends in a T. Okay, we're getting a couple more in here. C. Foster sends in an R. All right, good. All right, and someone's very, very close. Very, very close. Actually, we got a few people who got it. Holy shit. Y'all are so quick. Okay. Tiger Claw Gaming was one of the people that I saw got it, as well as 37 Rays, Don, Jonathan, and Dave Jordan, and Tiger Claw, and Carlton Lineback, Nick Blues, Stuart Bridgman, Anthony Rocco, Ebony Prince, and Ion Cooley Coker, Darkwing 19, Joshua. Everyone pretty much got this one. Oh my God, that's so funny. Let me finish writing it out. Let me do you smell? Where's the L? What the rock? What letters am I missing? The rock is cooking. There it is. Oh, wait. Do you? God, so many letters. There it is. The whole thing. Woo, we solved it. All right. Let me try to do another really quick one and see if we can get it done before the commercial break. So let's see. Shit. I could never think of something into, oh, wait, never mind. We're back on NXT. I will continue it on the next commercial break. Let me get NXT back on here. All right, cool. All right, let's see what we get here.
Time for tonight's NXT Spotlight, presented by Progressive.
When you see Jada Parker, you've already made your mind up. Because my whole life, people have made assumptions about me. And to be honest, I don't care because I've never fit in anywhere anyways. People think just because you look the part, that is easy. But just because I carry something,
I hope we get to know a little bit more about Jada here.
See, this path to Stand and Deliver started right here in Port St. Lucie. I laughed in these streets. I cried in these streets. And I started making a damn name for myself in these streets. and Stephanie, Jordan, Julia, they all come from somewhere. I am the only homegrown talent in this match. And yeah, other women might be intimidated by that. Hell, the entire world is intimidated by that.
That is
But
true.
I'm
She's
right here,
their
of course, saying,
she's their
listen, if
NXT
I can hang
girl.
with the boys, I can hang with anybody. Because, baby, I am pressure. And I ain't talking about the pressure that bursts pipes. I am talking about the pressure that creates diamonds. Because growing up, if you didn't apply it, it was damn sure applied to you.
Oh.
See, my dad's a coach.
I love her
and he would never let me play
the way she
football
says
like my brother
things.
did. So I decided to go for the next best thing, soccer. And that physicality, what? Man, I loved it. But with my dad also being my coach, people already made their assumptions about me. I've been in a woman's locker room my whole life, so I know exactly how vicious it can be. All women want to do is try to cut you down. And yeah, here in NXT, we have the best division in the world. But I know deep down, none of them want me to succeed before they do. And that's not my problem.
Yes, fight back. I
My
like
best friend is
that.
actually my
That is
uncle.
real.
Man, you talk about a support system. You want to talk about keeping a smile on my face. That's exactly what he did for me. And when I lost him, I learned real early on that I couldn't trust nobody. Because if I could lose my best friend, who else can I trust? See, people assume I have an attitude. Nah, I'm just the way that I am because that's what happens when you don't fit other people's agendas. That's what happens when you lose the purpose of this all. Life made me hard. So nah, I don't need no damn friends in no damn locker room. All I need is that big game situation. The moments that make or break you. And ain't nobody been able to break me. And come this Saturday in Las Vegas, I'm going to show the entire world Jada Parker don't play. And I'm taking the NXT championship with me.
When she said life made her hard, that was probably my favorite line that she said. This is probably the most that I feel we've gotten an insight to Jada Parker and who she is. And I really, really liked what they did with this one, with this vignette. I feel like this may have been their best one so far. And I don't know, man, because that Jordan one was really good. But, oh, that's right. They're supposed to meet in the parking lot.
Hey, what's the dog? T's not coming.
What?
Hey, this is my call. What are you talking about? T didn't sign off on this? Listen to me. I don't need to justify my decisions. I'm the underboss. This is my call. Are you with me? Never backed down from a fight before. Sure as hell not gonna happen tonight.
Ooh, what's happening here?
Chris, get out of here.
Are they actually gonna fight and brawl here?
Here we go now. Here we go now. Let's
go. Ooh, ouch. That sounded nasty.
Come on, Sugar.
Ooh, the trash bin to the face. Oh no. What the heck? I was not expecting the door to lead into the warehouse. Ah, he moved. This is cool because I feel like I'm getting a tour. This is definitely giving me flashbacks, by the way. Like, seeing where everyone's at right now. I've done this whole tour, so I have a really good idea of where they're at and what, like, where they were just at and stuff. Oh, there's Tony D. I was wondering where he was at. He should have just ran them all over with his car in that case. Savage, I know.
See, we gotta get out of the cops.
No, we don't. I called them. They're all people.
Don, you made it just in time. Those four
Sticks, what the hell are you doing? Going over my head, risking the family on something I didn't sign off on?
Dude, they were disrespecting.
Yeah, I had a plan.
I got caught up. I should have.
Yeah, you should have listened. Listen, while you were doing whatever the hell this is, I was handling business the way it's supposed to be handled. Listen, we all want Dark State, okay? But we're not going to do it in some street, in some parking lot. We're going to do it in front of the entire world on the biggest stage.
Oh, stand and deliver.
Stand and deliver. Because that's what we do.
Hell yeah.
Tony D is so responsible.
The biggest stage. Listen, I know what's best for this family. Stacks, do not question me again. You understand me?
Understood.
That was definitely the best thing that they've done for Dark State so far. Like, I was actually enjoying that little fight out in the warehouse and everything. I thought that was pretty fun. That was good. That was good. I'm with it. That was fun. We got Tanisha Hicks here who says, I smell a turd. Yeah, I mean, it's been clear now for a couple of weeks that they're not on the same page. Tony D and Channing Stacks Lorenzo. And I do think that at some point, if Channing Stacks, if they want to build him up or anything, they got to get him out of the shadow of just being Tony D's right-hand man. And they need to freshen up the family, too. The family's kind of gotten a little stale, so I feel like adding this to it, that's one thing. And then on top of that, adding the element of Channing versus Tony D, I think that's another way to just keep it fresh and keep it fun. So yeah, Tanisha Hicks, thank you so much for sending that in. Let's see what else we got here. We got Cadillac Carson who says Tony is a great dad. Arnold also predicts that Stacks will turn on the family. Lumojis also 100% agrees, enjoyed the segment. Stuart Bridgman says Timu Bloodline. I mean, for sure, they're gonna be, you know, not like the Bloodline. But yeah, Ben Fosse here says they have to have a leader. Exactly. They don't seem to have one just yet. We got Ryan Solario who says, I enjoyed that whole segment. Superfro says that was a good brawl. Zeno Hour says that ruled. Let's see. We got Sarah here who says, I think Stacks is part of the Dark State or the leader. KJ says Stacks turns at Stand and Deliver. I see a turn for some reason. I think everybody is kind of headed in the same thought process with that. Let's see. We got Juan Ortega who predicts that Stacks ignites a mutiny. Let me go through some more comments here. We got Mr. Acosta who says, I love that segment. It was the cinematic street fight. I actually, I preferred it once they started just doing like a following shot. You know what I'm saying? Like where they were just following with the camera instead of doing a bunch of jump cuts. I prefer when it's one through straight shot versus a bunch of jump cuts. I don't like the cuts. I prefer it to be just shot nice and streamlined. I prefer that a lot more. And once they started to do less of that, because in the beginning there was a bunch of them, but as you notice, as it went on, they did way less of them. So I thought that was kind of cool. We got Adelia Chamberlain. Adelia, thank you so much for the super chat, Adelia. Adelia says, hey, hello, Denise and DWO. Not watching NXT tonight due to work, but I hope everyone is enjoying WrestleMania. We can't wait to catch the post show later. Thank you, Adelia. Yes, Chinadu and I will be here later on to chat about NXT. We'll be doing a quick NXT show today because I have someplace to be tonight. But we'll still be doing at least a nice 30-minute post show. So that's the plan for today. And other than that, I hope your work week is going by fast, Adelia. And thank you so much for stopping in and showing some love. Really, really appreciate you for that. Thank you so much. All right, let me continue on with some more comments and see what else we're seeing. Don says, still wonder if Trick is their leader. You know, I thought it for 1 week. I thought that it might be a thing, but now I feel like the ship has kind of sailed on that. And I think I'm leaning more towards the Channing Stacks Lorenzo theory. Yeah, Lewis says, too many jumps. It's too difficult to watch. Yeah, in the beginning, they were doing it a little bit more, but as it went on, they did not do as many. All right, let me get the audio going since we are back here. Oh my gosh, this is Stephanie's vignette. She's in Chile.
Stephanie Vaquer, la primera NXT Women's Champion.
I'm excited to see what they have her do.
I'm so happy to be here. We are ready. Chilevisión Noticias, Road to WrestleMania.
Chilevisión.
Con Stephanie Vaquer, chilena oriunda de San Fernando y campeona de la categoría mundial más importante del mundo de la lucha libre femenina.
Sí, súper contenta de representar a mi tierra, a Chile, Stand Deliver, y toda la semana de WrestleMania es la semana más importante, es el escenario más grande que hay en cuanto a lucha libre. Soy la primera en tener 2 campeonatos de WWE NXT al mismo tiempo. Y la primera en la historia es una chilena. Así que...
Para nosotros muy, muy importante tenerla acá. Cuando se hizo la noticia de sus logros, de sus campeonatos, puso a nuestra ciudad San Fernando a nivel mundial.
Hace años atrás, cuando yo le dije a mi papá, quiero ser luchadora, obviamente se preocupó y le dije, algún día voy a ser campeona de WWE. Entonces, durante mi carrera fui ganando campeonatos, pero él nunca los alcanzó a ver ni a conocer porque no alcanzaba yo a venir a Chile. Pero en esta ocasión le tengo una gran sorpresa. Porque así como se lo dije, le tengo de regalo 2 réplicas de los 2 campeonatos que han estado en mi poder.
That's so cool for her to be able to show that to her family, her success.
And feel blessed to be here, to have the opportunity to thank all their love and support for my Chilean people and stand and deliver. I promise to continue representing you with pride, patience, and courage, always keeping Chile's name high.
That's cute. She just presents herself as like a real champion, you know, doing nice things with the people, doing media, all of the things that, you know, a champion should be doing. That was great. Sarah says, excuse me, I'm going to cry in the corner now. I know. I was literally thinking the exact same thing, especially the part when she got to show her dad the replica belts. I thought that was really, really nice.
Presented by Xfinity. Boys, you are going to Stand and Deliver.
We're moving, baby. Stand and Deliver. Here we come. Over the past few weeks, we've had tons of advice, Kelly, from Raw tag teams, SmackDown tag teams, legendary tag temes. Some were good, some were not so good. But tonight, Tank and Hank stayed true to who they were, and they pull one out. We learned who we are, Kelly. But we also learned who we're not. We didn't change who we are, and we left it all in the ring. We took that tag team gauntlet match, and we gave it a bodacious belly boy boom and twist. And now, we got a chance at a title at Stand and Deliver.
They did it, man. They actually did it. You guys found yourself. Now you're ready to put it to the test on the biggest stage against the best tag team in NXT. We're looking forward
Meat
to
versus
it.
speed.
I knew you could do it the entire time. Nathan, you actually gave them the worst advice possible.
But did I? Look, they just ran the entire gauntlet. It's just a shame that you ran that entire gauntlet for nothing.
Well, I guess we'll have to agree to disagree. We'll see you boys at Stand and Deliver.
Yeah, we most certainly will.
Nathan Frazier and Axiom never get along. I don't know how they're still a tag team. Like, they never get along backstage, but in the ring, they're always do well. All right, let's see. What do they got for Roxanne today?
Okay, and so do I. Look, Roxanne, if you deserve it so much, did you find a tag team partner like we talked about? Actually, yeah. So I.
All right, let's see who it is.
I realized I'm a prodigy for a reason, so I'm gonna be my own tag partner.
I don't believe she can do that. No, she can't. Roxanne, that's not how this works. And one of you is plenty. Why not? Look, how bad do you want this? Okay.
Pretty bad,
Then
Ava.
you're gonna
That's really interesting.
There is it,
I
Cora?
would say-
It's Cora! Yay! Finally, that's who we were thinking would fit in here.
Very interesting.
I didn't even finish hearing what she said. What did she even say? It went by so fast. They were like, "Oh, here's Cora." She says like 2 words, and then bam, we're out into the qualifier. That was so fast.
From Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Carmen Petrovic.
All right, who's she wrestling
There is
tonight?
a
They
lot to
announced it
digest.
already?
What we just saw there moments ago. What the hell happened?
I agree
in
with
the
you,
parking
Stephen
lot,
Merchuli. I
but
just
also
tweeted
in
about it
moments
this today. He
who
says
will make
NXT vignettes on
to
women
stand
tonight,
and deliver.
100. They have killed it on all of them. All of them. Cyclops is better than Wolverine, says Denise is running away from the grind once again. Sad. Thank you, Cyclops. And thank you, Steven, for the super chat. And that's so funny. Let's see.
All coming to the official hotel of WrestleMania 41.
Cadillac Carson says we've got 26 minutes to end the show. We got to keep moving. I know, that's true. It was so quick.
Tickets on sale
It's
now.
so quick. Let's see what else we got. David Trahan says she's always going to Raw or SmackDown, then back to NXT. She don't need to be on Stand and Deliver. She should have been on WrestleMania. I do agree. I think Roxanne was ready for some cool bits here. Let's see. Yes, Jonathan, the women are money. Yes, Charles says Denise will be flying to Vegas while AEW wrestling is happening. Yes, I will be actually. I am going to be landing in Vegas at 5 o'clock. So I'm going to be like watching it on my phone. So there won't be a watch along tomorrow, unfortunately, but we will be doing a post show, which is crazy, man, because I did want to do a watch along, especially because they're going to do Mercedes and Athena and Will Ospreay and Kanosuke Takeshita. Like how? We've been doing watch alongs every week. And the one week that we're not going to be doing a watch along is the week that they're like really stacking up the show. I'm just like, dang it. Let's see what else we got here. Everyone's saying Thea Hale. I didn't see Thea Hale. Where'd you guys see Thea Hale? I did not even see Thea Hale. Where were people seeing Thea Hale? I completely missed her. I just saw what's her face come out for her match right after they did the Cora thing. I just saw Carmen Petrovic come out. Is she wrestling? Oh, she's wrestling Thea Hale. Yo, freaking finally. We haven't seen Thea Hale in forever. Anthony Giuliano says they ruined the surprise. Thea Hale is back. Anthony, thank you for the super chat. Okay, I did not see them show Thea Hale at all. Like, I completely missed it. So that's my girl, guys. I love Thea Hale. Freaking finally. I talk about her all the time. I think the last match that I saw of hers was her versus Roxanne when they had that really great match. So, I mean, LA Royalty says it was in the graphic. Oh, I completely missed the graphic. Wow. Okay. Well, I think that given that we haven't seen Thea Hale in a long time, I don't know if they're going to give her the win. They've been pushing Carmen Petrovic, so I think Carmen Petrovic will still win, but Thea Hale is my personal favorite. I'd be thrilled if she won. Shelton Jackson says, why is Ashanti the Adonis wearing a muumuu? Not a muumuu. I don't even think I know what a muumuu is. Hold on, muumuu. Muumuu fashion. Let me see. Wait, what? Muumuu dress? Oh, like what? All right, I got to see this moo-moo. I did not see Ashanti the Adonis with the moo-moo. Maybe I'm going to go back and pay more attention to Ashanti right now when the show comes back on. And then I'll know what you're talking about, Sheldon. Thank you for the love, Sheldon, for the super chat. Thank you, thank you. All right, come on. I'm so excited. Let's get back to the show. Oh, Johnny T says it's like a frock. All right, got it. Got it. Thank you. Cadillac Carson says, nah, Thea better win or else. I mean, I think Thea's more popular than Carmen, but like I said, Carmen has been consistently on TV, so I don't think they're just going to have her lose. But damn it, I just think Thea Hale's way more popular, though. I really, really think so. And I think the fans would love to see her in this matchup, especially because we've been feeling like she should have sort of been in part of this division, for a title for a long time now.
Has to offer this Saturday before WrestleMania. The NXT title will be defended in a triple threat match. Odds not in the favor of the champion, but the champion has never lost.
Yeah, like even this match with Trick, Oba, and Javon, this could have totally just been Trick and Oba.
Tonight.
Like they really are in a multi-man kind of mood. Fatal 4-way, I can't complain. I'm excited for that one. I really am excited for this matchup, so I can't. I'm not even gonna say anything. But yeah, there's still a lot of singles matches that I want to see within that matchup.
But it was Ricky Saints who took the spotlight back.
Ricky and Ethan, that's what we needed. Cool. That should be a good, strong victory for Ricky.
Earlier tonight, we witnessed Hank and Tank defy all the odds and emerge victorious in the gauntlet match to earn an opportunity to challenge Fraxium for the NXT Tag Team Championship.
And guys, this is happening after what we saw tonight. Expect the unexpected.
This man tag.
Will the Don's plan
Dark
work
State and Tony D family. The family.
Saturday at Stand and Deliver. But I'm also getting breaking news right now in my ear
what's the
from
breaking
the desk
news?
of our general manager Ava. Roxanne and D did
Oh,
find
yes.
a partner, Cora Jade. This
Oh, yes,
fatal
there it is,
four-way
official.
elimination match will happen on Countdown to Stand Deliver.
All right, it's got to be
The
Roxanne
winning
and
team
Cora
will
getting
become
this
the
victory,
next to
guys.
challenge the
It's
WWE
got to be.
Women's Tag
Right?
Team Champions.
And the risk is high, the reward is even higher. There's
Ooh,
no better
I'm
place
so excited
than
for this
Las
matchup.
Vegas.
I think right now, based off all the names, my goodness. I mean, I would love it to be either Soruka or Lola Vice, based on the names that have been announced so far. I think Kalani's already been there, done that. Yeah, that's the only reason why I don't say Kalani, because she's already been there, done that.
I'm just scared. What if I ruin your lives the same way I ruined everyone else's?
You didn't ruin mine.
Yay! Look at that pop to you guys. She got a good little reaction there.
Does that mean you're back in?
No, but I'll always be a proud alumni.
What are you going to be be doing?
I'm
Her
gonna be
own
qualified for
thing.
the North American title ladder match.
Yes, get her in there. Get her in there. Come on, Thea. Yes.
I'm a grown-ass woman.
Yes.
Look who's
New
back
theme and
to the
everything.
delight
Yeah.
of everyone.
Yeah, let's go,
Except my
Thea.
therapist, this woman gives me
She's a
anxiety,
grown
Vic.
woman, damn it. Okay, I think she might actually win this. I think she might actually win this.
Vic, we haven't seen
Sorry,
Thea
Carmen,
since
but it's gotta be
KC was
Thea.
disbanded.
We have not
People are
seen
hyped
her in a
for her. Like, they
singles
like
match
her. Look at
since
the reaction she
great
got.
American
People are
Bash.
genuinely excited to see Thea.
Not disbanded, defunct.
I like the theme.
Why can't you just admit you like Chase U? Just admit it.
All right, so yeah,
Just
now I
admit you
think, like,
miss it.
yeah, Thea.
Listen,
Come on, let's root for
what are you
her all
talking
the
about?
way, man.
I'm glad.
Yeah,
there's
JB
no
says, okay, I
more
want Thea to win the
Chase
ladder
U.
match.
Let's
Look,
just
I
get that
might be
out
on
there,
board
all right?
with it too, guys.
Look, what a night it
I
has
might
been.
be
It
on
has
board
been
with it
Stand and
too.
Deliver implications all night long.
Felton Jackson says this is Eddie Edwards' old TNA theme.
There's another
Oh,
another kick out.
shit. What?
That's the underboss.
That
Put
is
behind
funny.
The Don's back. You know, I sort of respect what Stacks was attempting to do,
All right.
trying to take matters
Come
in his
on,
own
here we
hands,
go.
but I also
Let's
know
get
what it means to tick off the boss, not
the
somebody
other
you want to be.
victory.
A six-man tag match takes place this Saturday. And we're also going to find out who walks out
I think she
NXT
could win this.
champion in our main event. Those
Just
three
based off of like
participants
how
here
everybody
live.
sort of felt
One
when she
final
walked into the room.
Face-off here tonight. Speaking of finals, the final spot in the women's six-way North American Championship ladder match. That Stand and Deliver is up for grabs in this one, and Petrovic utilizing her well-educated feet.
And Booker, I thought it was a mighty
Oh,
big
I just
move of
saw the
Thea to
moo-moo.
give Andre Chase her blessing.
According to Sheldon Jackson, the moo-moo on Ashanti, the Adonis.
And I can see someone like Thea Hale take something like that. But if I give her some advice, hold on. If I can give her just a little advice, do what she said she's going to do, and that's just move on from JQ.
It's time to look at tonight's NXT recap presented by Progressive. Which one of these two women will earn that final spot in the field of six for Stand and Deliver on
Look at everybody.
Saturday?
They're
Of
like,
course,
let's
Lola
go,
Vice
Thea.
qualified earlier tonight. Ethan Page, by the way, Hank and Tank, they're also heading to championship matches in Las Vegas. But let's remember how we got here. Stephanie Vaquer relinquishing the North American title to give the locker room a chance to shine. And Booker, I've been meaning to ask you this. Have you ever handed over a title for the betterment of the locker room?
You got to understand, trying to defend two championships is very, very difficult. When I came into WWE, I was a WCW champion and the United States champion.
I like her
And I'm telling you
facial.
right now, to compete against the level of competition in the business at that time, it would have been incredible. But I still made history, just like Stephanie Vaquer. Oh, baby.
Oh, the Dark Angel looking to empower the women's division, which is now welcome back. Thea Hale.
Nice to see Thea Hale.
She's
still
so
possess
funny.
that
She's just
seemingly
going around.
endless
Oh!
energy, but I wonder if it's going to serve her well. I wonder what Thea
She's like a tiny
learned in her
little
time away
Hulk
post
or something,
Chase
you
U.
know?
Is she a different competitor?
I'm getting
Thus
ready
far,
to
I've seen
see
a
her
lot more of
turn
the same.
green
Impressive, but I
and
know she has
just
that championship power inside.
She's
Right
got
in,
that
stepping
kind of
right over,
power.
double
She's
under,
so tiny.
Oh,
She's
with
funky.
a twist and twisting right back around. Kimura lock. We've seen her make people tap in the past.
Oh, that's it! Yes! She is in! She is in! She's back, baby! Oh crap, I'm gonna have to go with Thea all the way. Either Thea or Lola Vice. I think that's where I'm at right now. Thea or Lola Vice. Thea, Lola Vice, or Soruka. Those are my three picks for to become the new NXT North American Women's Champion. But part of me thinks it's got to be Thea. This will be the thing to like boost her up, you know? Like she's no longer part of Chase U. She no longer has that ball and chain. Now she can go and do something a little bit more.
Thea Hale is back, and she's headed to WrestleMania Saturday and Stand and Deliver. But now reality is setting in because she sees the rest of the field that she will compete against. And the question becomes, who will climb the ladder? Who will retrieve the championship? Will it be Izzy Dame? Will it be Kalani Jordan? Will it be Lola Vice, who qualified earlier tonight? Because the first one to retrieve that championship walks out as champion. We're going to find out Saturday and Stand and Deliver.
Yep. Rafael Smith says Thea Hale's first win in 2025. Yup. Happy for her, man. Happy for her. All right, we got one more thing left here on the show. And it's this final face-off here. Okay, cool. All right, well, in the meantime, when we're on a commercial break, guys, I need to make sure to show some love to our brand new sponsors. Very excited to have them on board. Please, if you guys can, check out Prize Picks. They are sponsoring my podcast this entire week, and hopefully, fingers crossed, if it all goes well, maybe they'll stick around and even support this podcast even longer. But please, guys, give some love to Prize Picks. It's time to turn your sports knowledge into cash. With millions of members, Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. Prize Picks is the best way to get action on sports in more than 30 states, including California, Texas, and Georgia. On Prize Picks, you can mix and match player projections from different sports. Combine your favorite basketball players with players from baseball, hockey, esports, and much more. My favorite thing about Prize Picks was how easy it was to navigate the app and make my picks. You can also cash in on the basketball playoffs with Prize Picks. Don't miss your last chance to add your favorite players from the court to your Prize Picks lineup. Whether it's points, rebounds, assists, take your pick of more or less for your shot to win up to 2,000 times your cash today. Prize Picks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I can get my money as quick as 15 minutes. Sign up today and get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Download the app today and use the code Denise to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code Denise to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, run your game. Make sure to check out the link in the description box below of this video. Alrighty, everyone, and we're back here. Thank you so much again for supporting Prize Picks. Very, very happy to have them here with us today for this entire week. So far, so good on that. All right, let me go through some of the comments, see what everyone is saying. We got Sarah here who says, any of this women I'd be happy with, to be honest. I only want Kehlani if she turns heel like Chin said. Yeah, yeah, I mean, like I said, she's been there, done that. We don't need to run it back all the way through. We got Fergus here who says, what are your thoughts on Roxanne's Mania weekend plans? Gone from being in the Elimination Chamber to being tag title #1 contenders matches, Stand and Deliver in 1 month. Yeah, it seems like, I mean, I think we all know that she should have been facing Bailey. And I guess they needed Bailey to do something else. So that kind of, screwed, unfortunately, Roxanne. I do think Roxanne should have bigger WrestleMania weekend plans, but that's where we're at. And on the bright side, this will, lead to, hopefully Cora and Bailey versus, the women's tag champs, which I'm assuming coming out of WrestleMania are still going to be Liv and Raquel. So on the bright side, maybe we'll see something else afterwards. Thank you so much, Fergus, Jeff, for also joining the chat here. Appreciate you. Shout out to Yeet Master Toro. Who else do we got in here? Let me see what everyone's saying. Mike Centeni says, why did Soruka change outfits? It's only been like 45 minutes. I didn't even notice she changed outfits, but she has like a fun style. I like her aesthetic, so I kind of don't mind it. Although I didn't really notice it though. All right, we're back on the show. We also got Conception here who says he trusts Fierce Vision Go Izzy. I feel like she's probably the least popular pick going into the matchup. I don't know, just based off of the comments that I'm seeing right now.
Yeah.
We got Lumoji. She says, I'm sticking with Lola vibes. Minus Lola, Fia, and Soul. I'm good with those 3 options.
No bread, no water, just me.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Andrew says, do you think this WrestleMania is a weak WrestleMania? I don't think it's a weak WrestleMania, but it could have been a little bit stronger. All right, here we go. This is our closing segment of the day. And we got these 3 guys out here. Let's see what they're going to do.
I like it. That's right.
Hey, look, man, let's talk about it. I've been doing a whole lot of thinking lately about who I am.
Who are you, Javon?
A couple weeks ago, the young OG came
I'm
out
sorry,
here
Trick.
and said
I didn't even realize he had a beanie on. I'm thinking that was Javon for a second.
Carmelo Hayes.
Wow, I was not paying attention. Literally, I was singing Whoop That Trick.
But I get it now.
All right, now I'm paying attention.
You either die the hero,
I need to send Chin to do the link.
or you live long enough to become the villain.
Focus. I'm locked in.
Willie's still alive. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. And over,
I don't know how I feel about seeing Trick Williams with this beanie, by the way. I don't know why I don't really like the beanie look.
That means better luck next year.
Oh, here comes the ruler, the destroyer, the NXT champion.
Mr. Williams, it's funny how you still talk like you're the man around here. Well, guess what? You're not the man. What you are is a broken record playing the same hits over and over.
Conception says no bread, no water, just me.
And nobody is singing along because you are the only one who is still whooping that trick.
No.
But let me give you a word of advice. The spotlight is moving on, and I suggest you do the same. Because you get one more chance to stand in the spotlight alongside with me at Stand and Deliver on Saturday, and that will be your last time in the spotlight, because when I'm done with you, I will be moving on as well.
Man, I still kind of wish we had that one-on-one.
With your braids too tight? They still
Wow.
can't whoop that trick around the world, dog. Let's talk about it.
Lori says, I love Oba Femi shoes. Yeah, I like the color.
But hey, Oba, what you got? You still calling yourself the ruler? It takes more than a few Black Panther chants to get the man around here, dog. Believe that. And I'm gonna help you out, because it looks like you're struggling holding that thing since I let you have it. I'm gonna take it back from you on Saturday.
Damn, Trick's on fire today.
I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna help everybody out.
Now there's Javon.
Cut the music. Cut the music. Trick. Please.
Javon, is he wearing a beret?
Please shut your ass up. I mean, I
like
don't
he's
know.
feeling French
I could be
tonight,
tripping, gang.
but he's not.
But like,
he's not wearing a beret.
I guess the young OG was right about Trick Williams a couple weeks ago. I mean, bro, you come here week after week after week after week after week after week.
Is he really getting after the week over?
And honestly, I'm gonna speak for some people here, at least some. We tired of that. Like if you gonna talk about something else. But you already know how I feel about you. So Trick Williams, you're dismissed.
Damn, you're dismissed? What?
Let's talk about.
We're getting a little bit of a cocky Javon Evans. That's not what we normally see from him. He's usually like a sweet, innocent baby.
I ain't gonna lie. That's cool. Yeah, right? That's cool. That's cool. Look, I ain't gonna lie. Real recognizes real, OG. You've been chewed or glued to a championship ever since you got to NXT. You know what I mean? It's like you attract success. You walk into a room and everybody knows who you are. And honestly, I'm not trying to be a smart ass fool, but those 2 times I dropped you, I was hype about it. Because I didn't drop a regular wrestler over. I dropped the NXT champion. You feel me? That's real talk. I mean, how many times?
Oba's face.
How many
He's
times
like
are we
so fed
gonna
up with
hear
Javon.
Oba Femi will main event WrestleMania in a couple years. It's not if, Oba. It's when you get drafted. I mean, come on, Big O. Come on, champ. You're
really gonna let him do that, Oba?
Come on, champ. You from the University of Alabama.
Roll Tide.
We talking about the Bam. Roll Tide. Roll Tide.
What the hell's Javon doing?
I mean, bro, you supposed to get to Raw, SmackDown, and be great. But my problem with you is you walk around this arena. You walk around the Performance Center. You walk around NXT like all this revolves around you. But I'm about to be dead ass with you, bro.
He's so unserious.
This kid from North Carolina wasn't supposed to make it to WWE. But guess what I did, champ? I did that. And you think, yeah. And you think, well, you think you the favorite for Saturday. But little do you know, bro, that's the way I like it. Yeah.
I don't know what Javon's up to today, but
Ladies and gentlemen,
that was
Javon
Javon's
Evans,
best
everybody.
promo.
The
Yeah.
young OG. This is what 20 years looks like. Look at him. 20 years old. You've had a phenomenal rookie year. If anybody knows anything about having phenomenal rookie years, it's the ruler. Isn't that right? And you're the
Basically
future of
told
this
him you're a
place. Well, like I
child, I'm a
said,
grown-ass man.
I'm the present. The future's not here yet. And you're right about one thing. This place does revolve around me. Because I have this. Because I have this, it makes me the man. Because I have this, I'm the top dog. And you can't handle this because you are a child.
Damn.
I'm gonna help both of y'all out.
That's so sad. Now
When
he's
y'all
really
get
got
done
to do
hugging,
something. You can't be
giving
called a
compliments,
child
we
and
can
not
talk
do
about what
anything
matters.
about it.
That's me getting that title back on Saturday. Believe that.
Oh, no. And we gonna talk about Saturday. It's about how neither you or you can touch me in this damn ring. Because we all know that I'll wrestle circles around both of y'all. And that's facts.
Oh, looks
How
like
sad.
the time for
After
talk
that
is over.
after that big promo from Javon, and he just gets thrown out. So savage.
Treated like a child, but here we go. Heavy artillery.
Cadillac
It's
Carson says
breaking
Javon
down.
had too much of the bubbly.
And Trick and Oba are swinging away. So much on the line this Saturday. Javon,
Oh, there's Javon out of nowhere. He left one side and came back from the other side.
Javon Evans.
Oh, Javon, bro, what are you doing? He's lifting up the championship. You know that's not good luck. All right, so we know Javon's not winning, guys.
Money. And that confidence can take him.
I mean, I wasn't expecting Javon to win, but still, I'm rooting for Oba Femi to retain here. Obviously, I don't even think I needed to say it, but just in case I did need to say it.
Will Javon Evans, will it be his time? You do not want to miss the biggest NXT event of the year. Evans has pushed his chips into the middle. Who will have luck on their side? Who hits the jackpot on WrestleMania Saturday? Who stands and delivers?
Alrighty, guys. Well, there you have it. That was the NXT's Go Home Show into Stand and Deliver. I am going to be joined in just a few minutes by Chinadu Ogu so that we can do our post show. We'll probably do a quick pro show today. It's mostly, predictions and such, getting into Stand and Deliver. But before we do all of that, though, I do need to make sure to give some love over to our sponsors, BlueChew.com. Blue Chew, if you guys head on over there, use that promo code Denise. Are you having technical difficulties in bed? Are you tired of being counted out, tapping out, or simply jobbing out? Get out of developmental and get drafted to the best sex you ever had with today's podcast sponsor, Blue Chew. Blue Chew is the original brand offering chewable tablets. These erection-enhancing tablets help men achieve stronger, harder, and longer-lasting erections for sexual activities. And Blue Chew is putting its money where its mouth is and offering you a month free. The process is simple. Sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. Blue Chew tablets are made in the USA and prepared and shipped directly to your door. You can take them anytime, day or night, so you can plan ahead or be ready whenever an opportunity arises. The best part, it's all done online. That means no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy. Remember, hard times breed better men. So make life easier by getting harder and discover your options at BlueChew.com. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try your first month of Blue Chew free when you use the promo code Denise. Just pay $5 shipping. That's promo code Denise. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast. Alrighty, everyone, let me bring in Chinadu. What's up, Chin? How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm unfortunately a bit under the weather, man. Curse you, Chuck E. Cheese kids party. Chuck E. Cheese spirit day, man. Took it for my kid's school, man. Chuck E. Cheese. The kid came home with green snot coming from her nose. I was like, I knew I was next. I knew
They
I was
got
next.
you, Jen. You
They
got
got
the
me,
bug.
man. They did got me,
man.
man.
And on WrestleMania week, oh no.
I know. I'm hoping I'll be
Oh,
better by Saturday.
Yeah, I think you will. I think you will. Take your vitamins, drink your medicine, and you'll be okay. All right, guys, let's get to it. Here we go. Let me turn that on. All right, cool. Hey there, everyone. Welcome to Speak Now Pro Wrestling. It is Tuesday, and we just caught the NXT Go Home show for Stand and Deliver, their biggest show of the year. A fine show today. Got the return of Thea Hale. I was very thrilled to see that. We got some pretty damn cool video packages for the women. A fun closing segment for the NXT Championship match with Oba, Javon, and Trick. A dark state brawl. Quite a bit that unfolded here tonight. But first and foremost, Chinadu, how are you?
I'm doing great. A little bit under the weather, but that's all good, though. I'm feeling a lot better because I am here with the homie Denise and the amazing DWO reviewing the best show in wrestling, NXT. Sorry, I heard my voice crack right there like I was 14. NXT. We're here. NXT.
I'm here to watch NXT.
I'm so excited. Voice cracking. I can't laugh here.
So sad. All right, well, let's get to it. We're going to kind of run things a little bit differently today on the show. This is basically going to be a prediction show mixed in with what we saw play out on NXT today, just to make it a more smoother experience since we're going into the actual show. So I want to kick things off. Let's start here. Let's start with the fatal four-way tag team elimination match to determine the number one contenders for the WWE Women's Tag Team titles. So there's kind of a lot to get into with this because we're going to be seeing Metaphor, which is the team of Jakara Jackson and Lash Legend, versus Fatal Influence, which is the team of Fallon Henley and JC Jane, versus Gigi Dolan and Tatum Paxley, versus the team of, wait for it, Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez. So the big thing that people are talking about, I think, in regards to this, Chin, is nobody was expecting this to be Roxanne Perez's big WrestleMania match heading into like Stand and Deliver and WrestleMania weekends. I think given the fact that she was in the final two spot of Royal Rumble with Charlotte Flair and Roxanne, and given that she was in the Elimination Chamber, we had a little feud going with her and Bayley. I think we kind of expected bigger, better things for Roxanne, but on the bright side, I'm expecting Roxanne and Cora to take this all the way and for them to go off and face Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. I'm assuming they're retaining at WrestleMania. So on the bright side, that could be an incoming matchup. What do you think?
I really expected her to win the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania somehow, some way. I was hoping that would happen. Like Bayley would win the title and they would feud over because they had that great feud going and it looked like it was heading toward Mania, a Mania blow-off, but it didn't happen. I remember saying a few months ago when we thought Roxanne Perez's time was nearing the end that I was like, I hope they'll wrap up everything with Cora Jade because I felt like that was something that needed to be told because they had such a history together. But now that I've seen her on main roster and competing all that, I don't care no more. I don't really want that anymore. I really am cool with her moving on. I thought this is kind of a step back a little bit. Not knocking Cora Jade. Not like that at all, but I feel with the storylines and the things that we've seen Roxanne do this year, she's much better suited to be on the main roster already. I feel like there's nothing for her to do now. Like the tag match, she's not a tag team wrestler.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
she doesn't need
exactly.
it.
No, she's a star on her own two feet. Like that's who she is. Roxanne Perez had one of the hottest years last year. And we've said this before, but it feels like her time in NXT has expired. There's been two different times, Chinadu, where both you and I thought that was the last time we were going to see Roxanne in NXT. And we were both wrong. I thought the last time was going to be with her match with Jordan. Didn't happen. You thought the last time was going to be with her match against Kalani, where she lost against Kalani. Didn't happen. So we have missed the mark on both of those. And now it's to the point where it's like, sure, there's a general excitement about her teaming up with Cora. But like you said, I do think at this point, people were expecting her to be in a much bigger spot, especially considering how the year is going. Now, of course, it's Roxanne Perez. She's so young. She's so talented. I did love seeing her on SmackDown against Tiffany Stratton. So it's not like the the end of the world, but it is a big weekend though, and you like to see people you like do cool things.
Absolutely, wholeheartedly agree. I'm happy that they'll all be on the card though, but once again, I much better suited to be the women's Intercontinental Champion, in my opinion, and then have Lyra Valkyria feud for it because that's what she needs. She needs a good story. There's not enough story behind Lyra to get the crowd over with it the way that they should be. And I felt this would have been like the best way to do it.
We got a super chat here from Sheldon Jackson who says 2 things. Nice that Thea is back and using Eddie Edwards' old TNA theme. Sent you the video on IG, Denise. And 2, Ashanti, why are you wearing a muumuu on TV? I finally saw the muumuu, by the way. I didn't know what Sheldon Jackson was referring to in the beginning, but once I saw Ashanti and like paid attention, I'm like, all right, I get it. I get what's going on here. I don't know. I guess he's trying to find a way to stand out because Ashanti's kind of just there. I don't know what it is. He's just there.
I agree. I feel like he's trying to find a way to make them like fit together somehow. Dressing different, I feel, is a start. Because at first it just looked weird. It didn't look like they matched together all though. But at least I feel they're putting some kind of effort into it. But just But shout out to Sheldon, man.
Ain't gonna do it though.
Yeah.
It's not gonna do it. I feel like I've said this before, but I think if anything, this whole like love storyline between Ashanti and Carmen, it I don't know. It's weird because one minute she's like in love, the next she's not, and then it just doesn't fit her gimmick when she comes out with the little sword. I say she should drop that. I don't even like the sword thing. I just want to see Carmen Petrovic on her own. I think once she's on her own and she doesn't have that gimmicky stuff and she doesn't have the love stuff, I feel like she's gonna shine brighter.
Absolutely. And I love the reaction Thea Hell got, man. That was so awesome.
Oh my God, I was freaking thrilled. Thank you, Sheldon. We got Infamous Raider Loco who says, thank you for the pizza party for WrestleMania. My fearless leader tonight made me pumped to wake up early Saturday. Still Team Stephanie. She has to win. Oh my gosh. Well, congratulations. I brought back my pizza party, by the way, and I'm doing a giveaway on Facebook. Well, Facebook one already closed already. And then one over on, on Twitter. That one is still ongoing. You can still enter. I'll probably go and reach out to the winners here tonight, but Infamous Raider Loco is a winner over on the Facebook side. So congratulations on that. Very, very happy. And let's see what else we got to say. Was there anything else I tapped? Okay, we'll come back. We got Jay Stone here who says, Chin, Denise, serious question. Wouldn't Call the Police go against Tony D's character? Dude, that was a little unexpected, right? So we had this whole Dark State family brawl that was actually pretty fun because they ended up going into like the warehouse area and whatnot, Chin. So that was pretty enjoyable to see. Hey, it was something a little different. Went through a plywood wall. Cool. I liked it. It was a little bit of a different setting. I always call for things like that, and I like when they do things like that. So I was on board with this. But afterwards, though, Tony D came in his car and he's pissed at Channing Stacks, went and had this fight with them when Tony D didn't want to do it that way. And then when he saw that the cops were coming, Tony D basically said, don't worry, I called them. They're on our side kind of deal. That was a little unexpected.
I was very shocked to see that. First of all, the brawl itself, I enjoyed. Now, when it first started, I didn't like the angles I saw, though, because it had one side of them running put each other on the other side running. I'm like, okay, guys, you didn't have to shoot this part. You didn't have to film this part, but it quickly escalated. It was so entertaining. It was good car crash brawl, and I enjoyed it. I love the crashes. I love the takes. I love all the near death experiences. He threw that locker thing. I almost felt it was gonna fall on that guy. I was like, that was really good.
I was kind of I'm evil, Chin, because I was bummed that he moved. I was like, dang it, I wanted to see that shit land on him.
That would be good too. So bad. But it was really good, entertaining, and it made me the ending was so shocking though, because usually Tony D, things like that never really have my interest. They've had my interest lately. I really like where the story is going. Somebody's turning, and I really can't tell who, but I feel
it's gotta be Channing.
You think Channing? I'm feeling that way a little bit though, but Tony D calling the cops, that was really weird too.
I think maybe he kind of felt like a dad. He didn't feel like a mob leader. He felt like a dad in this segment. Like, this is not the way we do things, son. That kind of vibe.
You're in big trouble when we get home. Like stuff like that. Hey, wait a minute. Y'all thought y'all were a mob, like mob bosses, and like, what is this? He called the cops. And everyone, and again, but this story has me interested. I really feel somebody's turning. I want to say I felt it was Stacks at first, especially when it came to everything with Dark State early on. But now with Tony D, I don't know. Is Tony D upset about losing North American title? Is he upset that he feel like his team didn't really have its back against the culling? What's going? I'm actually intrigued. Look what you did. Look what you did, Sean. Look at you.
Needed this, though. They really did. The fact that we're sitting here actually intrigued by something with the family, it's been a while since we've been like really invested in them. And I thought Dark State looked really cool in this too, because again, for the most part with the music and then coming in and doing the run-in, they've kind of looked a little goofy. Everybody was calling them like Retribution, Timu Shield, things like that. You don't want any of that. I thought this was the best case scenario for them. I love them going out there with the crowbars and fighting. I think once they brought the crowbars in and there were some nasty shots thrown in there, that's when I started to get on board there. So, no, this was definitely a hit. And since we're on the topic right now, they did make a 6-man tag team match. We're going to be seeing Tony D and Channing Stacks Lorenzo, Luca Crucifino versus Dion Lennox. And actually, I don't know which 3 they're going to go with Dark State, because they got Dion Lennox, Cutler James, Saquon Sugars, and and Osiris Griffin. Wait, do you know what it is? Is it Sugars or Sugars?
I think it's Sugar. Is it Sugar?
It's spelled Shugars.
That's right. Sugar.
Yeah. It's Sugars with an H.
I think it's Sugars. I think Sugars. If I'm wrong, I apologize.
Sugars.
But that nonetheless, that was hilarious, y'all. Cigars. Oh, I can't laugh, man.
Cigars.
Oh
no,
man.
It had to be Saquon Sugars, right?
I think so. I think it's Saquon Sugars. And I'm so sorry if I sound nasally, y'all. I'm trying to fight this off, man. I can't laugh, Denise. I can't.
All right, but we're on board though here that Dark State needs to win with an eventual turn and then possibly being Channing Stacks. Yes. All right, we're on board. We got this. All right, Jay Stone, thank you so much for the super chat. You make a good point. We got Bob Ross Jr. here who says, my investigation into the leader of Dark State has led to another suspect, Johnny Cena. Julia and Santi are still under consideration. That's right. Bob Ross Jr. was trying to find some other adequate people to fill in for Dark State leaders for sure. Bob, thank you so much for the super chat. And we got a very, very, very generous super chat from Heidi Ho. Heidi Ho, thank you so freaking much for this. Very, very nice of you. Says, I'm just fired up that my University of Alabama got a shout out on NXT. Oba Femi is built by Bama. Roll damn tide. That is true. We got a pretty damn cool mention about that at the end of the show here today. Wow, I needed to sneeze. What did you do to me, Chin?
I'm telling you. It's jump. I told you, when it comes to kids, it don't matter. We're not even in the same state. This stuff will get you, y'all. Kids, it don't matter. Through the mic, through the camera.
I've been live for like over 2 hours, and the second you came in, I'm like, oh, what's happening to me?
This is Jones right here going through the camera. No, we gonna get.
All right, don't worry. I got hand sanitizer right here. Look at that right here. Look, getting it in. All right, but anyways, as Heidi Ho was saying, I do want to get into this, especially since Heidi Ho sent in such a generous super chat. So we'll get right to it. NXT Championship match. We got Oba Femi, Trick Williams, and Javon Evans. They had the closing segment of the night today too. And here's the thing, and I don't know how you felt about this, but me, I kept thinking, dang, Javon Evans came out here with the promo of a lifetime. He seemed cocky, almost arrogant, kind of like young and dumb. Yeah, that's kind of how he came across. Like he was young and dumb, but at the same, like him getting into Oba Femi's face, touching him a little bit, trying to get under his skin, that sort of thing. Usually we see Javon as this like sweet little, I'm happy to be here and I want to make all my dreams come true kind of kid. But this time he showed some attitude and some disrespect to his elders. And Oba Femi basically fired back by saying, hey man, you're just a child. And he's clearly not. So we did, and I'm talking about Oba Femi not being a child because Javon Evans still is a child. So Oba Femi and Oba Femi and Trick kind of get rid of Javon Evans, but Javon Evans comes back from the other side, takes them out, and we close out the show with Javon Evans holding up that NXT championship. So in case you were rooting for Javon, I don't think he's taking it after this.
Oh, hell no. Absolutely not. But this was a great segment, though. I used to always say in my mind, because I'm a big, like Roxanne Perez is the homie in real life, man. So I'm always happy for her, rooting for her. I always felt like Roxanne at 20 and Javon at 20, like they're both the same age, but yet on different spectrums in a way that like Roxanne seems so much more advanced at 20 than Javon does. No, not taking away from Javon though, but tonight he definitely stepped. This is the best promo he ever cut. There were some parts I felt like he was going on a little bit too long with Oba a little bit. I felt at one point, I'm like, bro, what you getting at with this though? But then when he brought it, I was like, okay, I got you. Yeah, because it makes sense because sometimes he talks like he's 20. He does. And I realize I'm every bit not of 20. Sometimes I'll be like, man, I feel like I'm talking to listen to my nephew talk. Like, if you don't please get to the point, why did you come out here? But I really enjoyed it. It was really good. I love that he ignored the crowd noises. Like, I'm glad he ignored the YN stuff. Thank you, Javon. Don't feed it to him, man. Don't do it. He did take the bait. I was happy he didn't do that. Overall, it was a great segment. I really hate that Trick looked like the weaker one in this promo bout.
Yes, it wasn't really about him. He was kind of the last spot, which was not really what I was expecting, considering that the match that I wanted to see here was between Trick and Oba. Like, that was the story I was interested in. But Javon Evans successfully made me look the other direction.
Yeah, I'm truly hoping with this one, as much as I love Trick, and I do, I'm hoping Oba retains.
I think he has to. I'm not ready to see. Here's the thing, like we just saw it. I mean, not just, but we have seen Trick Williams as champion. I still think we can get a lot more out of Oba. Trick Williams, I want to see him on the main roster. He's another person that's been, sort of the expiration date has come and gone. And if he went back to the NXT Championship, we're going to be sitting here like, wow, we're going for another ride when we were already on to the next one. So I think that this has to be Oba Femi retaining for sure.
It has to be. And I mean, I would not be opposed to again, I want Trick Williams to be face because he has such face moveset and face music though, but him going to SmackDown, perhaps a heel tag team with Carmelo, they get together and dump Miz. Miz is there to help get Carmelo over. That's what his role is, and he's great at that too. So I'm not taking one from Miz though, but I think that wouldn't be bad either though.
Also, I do prefer, by the way, now that we're on it, I do prefer Javon more as like a cocky kid instead of the happy to be here kid.
Me too.
So much better. Yeah. Thank you so much to Heidi Ho for this very generous super chat, and shout out to Alabama. Thank you, Heidi Ho. All right. We also got John Taylor with a very generous super chat. John, thank you so very kindly. He says, heard something loud outside my window and I went to instigate. It was Sean Ross Sapp yelling Viva la Raza. Topic about Mexicans. Am I right? Shout out to Denise and Chin, the NXT post show goats. So yeah, if you're confused about what John Taylor's talking about, go check out the predictions, WrestleMania 41 predictions video that I did with Sean. It's up here on the channel. You guys can check it out right after this, and you can get the full rundown on what the hell John Taylor's talking about. But it was very fun to be reunited with Sean, and we had a good time going over WrestleMania 41 builds and predictions and all of that. A very, very fun one. Thank you so much, John, for the super chat and for checking that out. Thank you.
I will agree with the ghost, though. I will agree, Denise. You're very humble, Denise. By the way, I will agree with that goat comment. By the way, I'm with you. All right, goats in this thing, boy. Goat, we in this thing.
How did you do that? I sound like a sheep.
Oh man, now I got kids. I used to do well, it used to be when I used to teach, I do with my kids too. I used to do Mr. O's barnyard animals. So I used to teach the kids those, so I can do like the horse. So it's
Oh, that's cute.
all everything. Roosters, all that. I mean everything. It was so fun. Good time.
Jen, what are you doing? Instead of Miss Rachel, it should be Mr. Chinadu.
It really could be. We're more than Mr. Chinadu.
You
Wake
see
up
what
with
I'm
me?
saying? Come on.
Listen, that'd be great. Listen, the jovial, handsome black man that smiles. You better give me that money. PBS, Nick Jr. I wear whoever. I will sign. Let's do it.
I don't know. You might be getting all the single moms calling you, Chin. They're gonna be like, "Hey, he's good with kids and he's YouTube famous. Let's go, Mr. Chinadu."
Oh man. Let me go ahead and shut the church. Let me go shut down these DMs right now before I get in trouble.
Please Boy here sends in a super chat saying, since Charlotte is hated for her WrestleMania entrance, she needs to recreate the music video "Hate Me Now" by Nas, and you know what scene I'm talking about. Ooh, do you know what scene he's talking about?
I think I do. Is it the one? It's "Hate Me Now." What they put on the cross? You talking about that part? That was wild. That was an
He
intense
does have
part.
a cross on here, so maybe that's what it is. Sorry, I'm
Yeah.
not a Nas I don't even know. I don't think I know one Nas. I mean, I probably know a couple of Nas songs, but don't even realize he sings them. So
First of all, shout out to Sleaze Boy for the Nas reference, though. I do believe that's when they put him on the cross, that crucify him, put thorns on his head, though. But I want to shout out to Sleaze Boy having the good taste and Nasir. All right, that's good taste in hip hop, my boy. Shout out to you, man.
thank you, Sleaze Boy. And I'm glad Chinadu was here to actually give a thoughtful response. I was like, I don't got nothing to say. Thank you, Sleaze Boy. We got Dwayne Hathaway, also just became a brand new member of the DWO. Thank you so much, Dwayne, for joining. And we got Larice Johnson, who says, Chin, I hope you feel better. Get well soon. Thank you, Larice.
I appreciate you.
All right, let's keep it moving. I want to get into the NXT Women's North American Championship match predictions because we officially have the full lineup here. We have Zarya, Kalani Jordan, Soruka, Izzy Dame, Lola Vice, and Thea Hale. So first of all, finally, Chin, we have been asking for weeks, where is Thea Hale? And she's finally back. She's no longer tied to Andre Chase or Chase University. The ball and chain is done. They've been disconnected. And we are now seeing her, do her own thing. She came into much fanfare. People were very excited to see her. She got great reactions when she came out. She got a great reaction for her matchup. She defeated Carmen Petrovic. And Thea is now in this matchup here, and there's a chance that she could take it all the way based off of the reactions that she got today. There's a good chance. My top 3, Chin, is Thea Hale, Soruka, and Lola Vice for the win. What did you think of Thea Hale's victory? And if you could pick a top 3, or if you're just sold on one, who is it?
First of all, I'm very happy she's back. I love how they brought her back. I like how in wrestling it can be just realistic, no hard feelings. Hey, I'm here, but I moved on now. I like that. Cool. We as crowd, we accept that. That's great. No need to complicate it. We moved on. I like that. Beforehand, I had Kalani going to get her title back though, but now that Thea Hale is in there, man, I'm gonna be real. My top pick, Dylon style, is Thea Hale, and Thea Hale. All right, it's going down with Thea Hale. She is my pick to win. I want her to go all the way because I feel for her, it's long overdue. We were talking about her being like a champion when she faced Roxanne Perez at Great American Bash 24. We've been talking about this. So it's time for her to get her time, her shine. And I want to see her be like a Daniel Bryan-like defending champion. I feel she's ready for it. I'm very excited for her to take this next step in her career.
Right, because I was thinking like every girl here for the most part, maybe except, not Izzy Dame, she's just started, but she's part of a faction, right? So she's got that going. Lola Vice has been in a lot of big spots, so she's kind of had quite a bit going on. Of course, we still want to get her back on track. But still, she defeated, by the way, Tatum Paxley here today. I was a little torn because I'm also a Tatum Paxley fan, but I did think Lola Vice needed it more. And then Soruka, she's back from an injury. She's been in this weird tag team with her and Zarya. They need to at some point, end that because that's just weird. But then we have Kalani Jordan, who is the former champion. I wasn't going with Kalani only because she is somebody that's already been champion. She won the inaugural one, and I feel like I want to see someone different. And once I saw that Thea Hale was in this, I thought, oh shit, maybe Thea Hale might actually take it all the way. So again, she does seem like somebody that needs obviously, we remember that matchup with her and Roxanne Perez because they killed it at Great American Bash. But truthfully, I think coming after that match, what I saw there, I think we all know that she can be one of the girls at the top. And she's got to work her way there. Honestly, she's got to work her way there. And I think this is the best way to kind of get that started, get the ball rolling, getting some attention on Thea because she almost feels brand new. Even though she's been on NXT for a while because she's running solo now, she does feel brand new to me.
I wholeheartedly agree. And for me, in my mind, this is my own take on it, my comedic take. When I look at the women's roster, I see the girls Now I see the girls. All right, girl, GWORLS, the girls. Okay, who are the girl? Jada Parker, Roxanne Perez, Lola Vice, the girls. Okay, the girls. The girls are Carmen Petrovic, things like that. Nikita Lyon right now. People, Izzy Dane, like the girl, but the girls. Okay, the girls is out here on top, and Thea Hale, I feel could be one of the girls. It's her time to do it. And I feel this is perfect for her. I really feel other people like Kalani Jordan, she could get the title back, but I would much rather see her as a heel contender for the world title. I feel she hasn't been in that top picture at all. Even if she doesn't win it this year, I still having her hover around that area and become a threat, maybe main event against Stephanie for the title one time, have a great showing, would be much better than her winning the title back, in my opinion.
Yeah, I feel you on that. And I like your analogy, the girls. Okay,
yes.
Well, we need to talk about the girls. We need to talk about the women because, dang, Chin, this was the best example of not having any of your women that are in top matches perform so you don't get hurt before WrestleMania, any of that, but get you invested in all of them. And I'm talking about the NXT Women's Championship picture. They did different vignettes today for Stephanie Vaquer, Julia, Jordynne Grace, and Jada Parker. All of them told a different story. Julia kind of talked about, her journey to NXT. She called out all of the women. Cool. Stephanie Vaquer, we see her over in Chile and she's doing media. She's spending time with her family, a very emotional one because she shows her dad, the championship belts and for him having not been able to see some of her earlier career successes, but to be able to see what she's doing now, it's huge, right? Jordynne Grace, they showed her body transformation, her physique transformation. I thought that Jordynne saying that she was very self-aware, and that's something that not a lot of people have. I loved that video. Then Jada Parker's video, super emotional, hard. Like, it was my favorite part in this video because she talked about her life. She talked about her upbringing. My favorite part of this video was when Jada said, "Life made me hard." And I thought that was such a good line. All of these videos kind of got me in a different freaking way. I think that Jordynne, Jada, and Stephanie's videos were probably my favorite though. But like, Jada's made me emotional. Stephanie made me emotional. Jordynne had me like, ooh, damn, like that's pretty cool to see. So it was just, it was a lot and it was very well thought out. What'd you think of this?
I thought the same. I really wish Raw would have taken notes from NXT on how to do a go home show. I felt Raw wasn't very go home-ish, in my opinion, the way it should have been. This was go home feel. I love this. The VO packages were amazing. And seeing footage of Stephanie internationally, I love seeing that because I'm one of those people. I do not watch AAA. I do not watch New Japan, things like that. And, I would like to well, but time of the day, I just don't have the time. And so seeing like wrestling loved and celebrated in other countries like that, and not necessarily through the WWE lens, I love seeing it. It makes it so much more meaningful. It shows that our passion for it it's been there outside WWE, the promotions and all that. It was great. I love the humanity they showed for Jordynne Grace, the humility they showed for her, and for Jada Parker. Both of those had me very emotional, very invested. Like, it made me be like, neither one of it had me with that. It reminds me of that line from Paul Heyman has. I sound so nasally, y'all. I'm so sorry. I can hear it myself. But it reminds me of what Paul Heyman said. Was it WrestleMania 17? He said, "This is a match that everybody needs to win, and neither man can afford to lose." That's what I got from these promo vignettes, and I loved it. Are you there? I can't.
Sorry, that's my fault. I was muted. I'm sorry. I didn't even realize I was muted. Okay, so what I was going to say is that, yeah, I do agree with that was a really good line about that you mentioned for Paul Heyman. And yeah, I love everybody in this matchup. I'm still going with Stephanie Vaquer to retain. That's just where I'm at. I still haven't been I haven't gone off in a different direction, but these videos really made me a bigger fan of everybody, even though I was already invested. I don't know how much more invested I can possibly be, but this is the match I'm most excited for the women. I'm genuinely looking forward to it. This is the this is one of the few triple threat fatal 4-way matches going down this weekend that I'm genuinely not upset is not one-on-one, you know? Even though I still want to see several one-on-one matches amongst these women, I am probably the most happy about this one being a fatal 4-way just because of everybody. They just did a good job telling it. I'm on board, man. I'm on board. All right, so Stephanie's your official prediction too?
Yeah. I love Jada. Y'all know, but it's gonna be Stephanie.
Hank and Tank Ledger. Hank and Tank, they win a gauntlet. A very dang. I hate to say this, but one of the things that I was thinking about while doing my watch along chin was, damn, I didn't even I don't think I could name all of the NXT male tag teams like off the top of my head, which is so bad, and I watch every week, but still, so I kind of like seeing the gauntlet because they got me more familiar with the teams. And so they win this, they finally get it, and they're going to go off and face Fraction. I guess my question to you here is, do you expect to see a title change at all?
Yes, I do. I expect Hank and Tank to win these titles this Saturday. I really do. Just because of how nonchalant Nathan Frazier's being about it, though he's done this before. They pull it off. I do feel the time has come to pull the trigger and elevate some new teams, mainly because of what you just said earlier. We don't know any of these teams besides Hank and Tank. I know nobody. And I watch the show. We review the show.
Okay, we were just dumb.
It could be that too. It could be that too, but I know that came out. I was like, who is
I know who's that? I don't know. No, it's not even about we don't know them. It's just that it hasn't stuck. Because all of those people we've seen, we know. Yes. I know them once they're in front of my face. I can recall them. I know who they are. But off the top of my head, I will forget them.
Yes, because like no quarter. Because like we know who we know who no quarter catch crew is. We're aware of who Wesley's new henchmen are. We know who they are. I see them. But I feel like now, with new tag team champions and giving Hank and Tank more mic time, I feel this would be a great chance to elevate some other teams, some new rivalries, new stories, new moments on the mic. I think it'd be good. But Fraxium has to drop the titles, in my opinion.
I don't know that they have to drop the titles. I think I'm actually leaning towards them retaining, but I think I'm only leaning to that because I don't know. I do think I'm 50-50. A part of me is like, okay, they've been tag teams partners for such a long time. They're a great tag team, but they're always at odds with each other. Fraction. They're always at odds with each other. Like they don't get along backstage, but they do well in the ring. And then Hank and Tank, because of their big celebratory gauntlet win, it felt like they were trying to like skyrocket them, like really boost them up. And then the rub that they got from the Street Profits the other day, I think you might be right, actually. I think I might be switching and going with Hank and Tank winning the titles. And also, I think they might want a little surprising moment on Stand and Deliver. So I guess I'm going to go with Hank and Tank.
I'm telling you, I want you guys to say I did it. I flipped it. I did it. Denise has always nailed it.
Like a tortilla.
The first time ever, because Denise usually flips me like a tortilla. Every time I'll be like, I got it. And this hit me with like facts and a good argument. I'll be like, well, hold on. No, wait, hold on. Well, actually, okay, you know what? You're right. But this time,
finally, guys, it happened.
Finally got one. And while we're here, real quick, some small tidbit. I'm very upset the Street Profits are not on WrestleMania card right now. I don't like that. Santi made a video about that, and I didn't watch the whole thing, but what I saw, I agreed with. They're the only tag team that actually had an in-depth storyline compared to like New Day and War Raiders, and even with the women's tag titles, they just put that together last week, and they're on the show.
Yeah, it's wild out there, man. There's a couple of people not on the show that you're just like, what is happening?
Montez Ford has not eaten a carb since 2022. Put that man on WrestleMania card. Okay.
For the no carbs, exactly. We got Heidi Ho here who sends in a generous super chat. Heidi Ho, thank you again. Says Mariah May rumors are flying. Does she go straight to the main roster or fill some of the void in NXT from post-Mania call-up? So for those of you who are wondering what on earth is going on, there are rumors, reports out there that Mariah May's contract is ending around the summertime of this year with AEW, and she might potentially be going to WWE. Apparently people in WWE feel that she wants to go there. People in AEW feels that she wants to go there. And so now it's just a matter of what decision is she going to make? Is she going to stick with AEW or is she going to jump ship, right? Here's the thing. Over on the WWE side, there's two things. There's one going against her and one going for her. I think the thing going against her is that there are so many women on NXT, on the main roster, so she wouldn't necessarily be like, she would have to obviously, fight for that spot. However, the thing she has going for her is that they tend to, if you come from the other company, if you come from AEW, they tend to put an extra spotlight on you because she's going to go in with all of this buzz, all of this attention. Her name's going to be on the news cycle. So in that whole thing that I just said about there being a bunch of women and having to fight for your spot, she might actually bypass that just by the simple fact that she would come in with more buzz.
I think so too. First of all, I didn't know her contract was up. I do watch AEW as well, though. But I don't really talk about it here like that, though. So I didn't even know her contract was up. That would be really great because honestly, besides the Toni Storm feud, she could. Who else is there to do over there? There's Athena there. You do have Serena Deeb. That could be a good match.
A lot that Mariah May could have done. Like, there are so many feuds that she could be in. Because they have Jamie Hayter, they got Julia Hart, they got Mercedes Moné, Chris Statlander, Megan Bayne. I'm just naming a couple of people. There's far more. But yeah, no, her biggest feud was with Toni Storm. So if she does leave AEW, she would kind of be leaving after having done some of her best work, because the storyline with Toni Storm and Mariah May is considered one of the very best in AEW. And that match got 5 stars, which is the only women's match in AEW to ever get 5 stars, and people wanted that match to be the main event of AEW Revolution. So
it should have been.
She would be going out on top. She would be going out on top if she did. Thank you so much to Heidi Ho. We got Bob Ross Jr. here who says, my investigation on the leader of the Dark State will be complete next Tuesday. The potential suspects, John Cena, The Rock, Santi, Julia, and Conman. I love how Bob Ross is just piling up all these suspects. It's great. Thank you, Bob. All right, with that being said, we got one more match to go ahead and try and predict here. That is Ricky Saints and Ethan Page for the NXT North American Championship. Ethan Page won in a Fatal 4-Way #1 contenders match today. I don't think anyone is surprised. That's what we thought was going to go down. That is what goes down. I don't think anyone is expecting a title change here, unless you are. I don't think so, Chin.
Not at all. He just got that belt. I'm expecting it to be a good match. I am expecting Ricky Saints to win. Ethan Page to be frustrated, though. I know it won't be over. This is not going to be a one and done. I feel that way, though. But this is going to be the first chapter of a very, very, very deep feud, what I feel. But Ricky Saints retains.
Exactly that. All righty, guys. So we went through all of our matches, all of the matches that are taking place at Stand and Deliver. This weekend, of course, I'm going to be at WrestleMania. Please make sure you guys follow on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all of the social medias, because I will be posting consistently on the ground about all of the events and everything unfolding at WrestleMania. There will not be an NXT Stand and Deliver post show. I am going to watch the show, but I'm going to watch it afterwards. So maybe I'll do a review afterwards. However, just stay tuned because WrestleMania week is kind of crazy. So I'm going to try to do as much as I possibly can. Before we go, please make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. And then also, if you haven't already, check out that WrestleMania 41 predictions video that I did with Sean Ross Sapp. That is up here on the channel. Chin, what do you got for us?
As usual, my current tour, Am I Your Age Man, going on right now. Tickets are on sale right now, chinaduogu.com. These are all the cities. Lake Jackson's been added, so the Woodlands, go to my website right now. Houston show is selling amazing, and do not forget, one lucky winner at my Houston show and my Cypress show will win free Whataburger for a year, along with one lucky winner that will also win free Bluebell ice cream for a year. He's a sponsor of the show. It'll be a great experience, great time. We all love us some Whataburger and Bluebell out here in Texas with our big backs. We love it. Great time, good vibes. It's going to be excellent. Get tickets right now at chinaduogu.com. But in the meantime, for this channel right here, I want you guys to go and watch. Obviously, see the voice cracked again. You heard it. It cracked again. Go and watch the channel right now. Watch that amazing video with Sean Ross Sapp. I know y'all love the Monday night vibes of Denise Salcedo and SRS, okay? Yeah, I know y'all love y'all some California, Kentucky connection. I feel like talking Kentucky a little bit. I don't know why I feel like talking. But go and watch that video right now. It's amazing. Sean Ross Sapp and Denise, classic chemistry, classic hilarity. Go and watch it right now. I cracked up watching Kill Mary, Smash, Mary, Kill. The video, that was, y'all are some wild people out here, okay? Y'all sent her I won't spoil it though, but one round, I was like, good God, all of it is terrible. Why would y'all do this girl like this? But watch the videos, go watch those videos.
Go check it out, guys. Thank you so much.
Support the videos. Don't be a dick. Give it a click. Boom.
Thank you, Chin. Thank you, everyone. Happy WrestleMania week, and we'll see you guys back here tomorrow for the AEW Dynamite Post Show. Bye, everyone. Take care.
Goodbye.